Happy birthday, see if I can do that.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the inventory. I'm your host, Detective Johan, and with me today, for the absolute first time, I have my usual co-host, SPNati. Why don't you say hi?
Yeah, we're re-recording this because everyone else is a coward. It was fucking fine.
It really wasn't.
I was on a roll with the jokes just kept on coming. Everyone else just, they weren't happy about how well I was doing.
12 minutes and we couldn't even get people to introduce each other.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the inventory. I'm your real host, Mama Zuja.
I can't believe I'm being NTR'd.
Hi everyone. Speaking of NTR, hi everyone. I'm Namask. I'm NTR. I'm NTR Napsu's podcast slot today. She is stuck at work, so I will be her sock puppet as is usual. Napsu,
someone edit out that little bit and just have a little clip of Namask saying I've NTR'd Napsu.
So
play that at the wedding.
Oh no. No, so Napsu is my partner. She's worked on Kazuna Eye and on Streaming Chan, and she was supposed to be present for International Women's Day podcast, which I don't think either of us knew about. So she has some answers to various questions that I will read off for her and extrapolate.
And SPNati is a very progressive, women-centered game. After all, the 90% of the roster is women.
Yeah. And all the best creators are also women, and also or Spinanon, women or Spinanon.
Oh,
Johan, you're twinkish enough to count as a girl. Don't worry.
You know what? I'll take that as a compliment.
You're welcome.
I don't think he's like that twinkish.
Okay, put him in a skirt. Put him in a skirt. Boom.
No.
So
he still has too much like cowboy twink energy.
He barely breaks like 100 pounds. So
okay, but also
what projects is everyone working on?
Oh, I was working on Jinx.
Okay.
I guess I won't get introduced.
Jinx from Pokemon?
Oh, yeah, Yuri's here.
Oh, sorry, Yuri. I NTR'd Yuri, too.
It's fine. I require no introduction.
If we want to talk about Yuri's upcoming projects, it's just going to take another hour.
No, they are being pared back significantly once more.
Yeah, some handsome cowboys picking up a bunch of her slack, but we'll get into that later.
Oh no! Are we doing the upcoming projects?
Yeah. Let's get to that because by now we've.
I thought we started with the testing tables, but I don't know.
I think it'll be real quick to go over upcoming projects.
Yeah, we normally do, but let's just get upcoming projects out of the way first.
I'm afraid of change.
Change is good.
Be the future.
Oh no! All right,
So,
I guess.
Hey, Zuja, time's up. All right,
what?
Respect women.
Fuck you. Okay.
Hashtag me too.
All right. Oh my god.
You're just saying buzzwords.
Stop. Oh no.
So,
anyway,
Yuri, why don't we get Yuri's out of the way since it's the longest?
I just got NTR'd.
Yeah.
This is the NTR
Hashtag
cast.
believe Zuja.
Anyway, so who wants to go first then?
Oh no!
All right, Cuckmaster Namasp is typing. That's literally what he called himself.
Can we move on?
I'm trying.
Please talk.
Okay, so I guess
They were all worried that it was going to be a train wreck, and look, second intro, also a train wreck. I don't see what the big deal is.
All right, we'll do it a third time.
No.
No, we will not. Zuja.
Yuri,
upcoming projects.
We should have planned this.
It's supposed to go in the end as an outtake, our first train wreck intro, but I have my doubts about Johan's editing ability.
Dude.
Okay, I guess I'll go.
In the end?
So, for my current projects, I dropped a few of them. I don't know if I'm doing Jinx because I'm terrible at posing. I'm mainly going to focus on updates to Jin and maybe Kira, though I might just let him die.
Maybe Kira.
Maybe. I'm sorry. It's hard to make
kind of that way.
any further. And also maybe possibly. Should I say this project or is this getting like? I guess
hold that close to you for a bit.
I want to talk about something.
Kira's just like crashing the little like father-daughter bonding going on with Jotaro and Jolene right now.
You can say
he's legitimately feel bad because I feel like that character held back the
To
other
be
Jokers.
fair,
They just have a nice romantic, time together otherwise, and he's just kind of butting in, dragging the whole night down. He's like third wheeling it.
Just stop. I'll just. You don't have to keep going. I'll kill myself. It's fine.
That's like Jotaro and Jolene on like one of those love boat things, and then Kira's just.
Wait, why are we putting these two in a romantic situation? They're family. Fuck.
Ask
Stop
Black, because that's exactly intention.
Okay, yeah, but he
Get
did
in the
it.
jail.
Oh, pardon me, 1 second. Oh, never
Take
mind.
2, everyone.
No, I thought someone
Oh.
was talking to me. I'm sorry. Okay.
This is fine.
I'm sorry. I
So-
have friends, and Johan won't let me talk about my project. Yuri, go.
I've not really been working on anything besides Hanako epilogue, and I'm working on a visual overhaul for Q that adds a new model that's more detailed and shiny, and adds a bunch of animations to her sprites, and that will also be coming with an epilogue at some point.
Oh,
Vaginal
Is
cum
this-
dumpster epilogue.
God, you beat me to
I'll
it.
kill you and your whole family. That's just me
I thought-
pouring a big glass
When
of
you
like
said,
women juice in the background.
Can I just say that I thought you said vegetable update for Q, and I got really scared because I
I'm-
didn't know what that meant.
She becomes a vegetable.
I'm updating her cucumbers.
Did she get a
Plants.
fatal car? Did she get in a car accident?
You
At-
can't
at the
say
end-
that. It's international.
At the end of this
Women's Day.
podcast, load up like the
What?
responses to the Q epilogue survey and just read them out.
Oh no,
Pretty good.
no. No.
I'd kill myself.
Hey, NMAS, what are you working on?
I'm working on a lot right now. In the
Okay,
short
I meant in game, not your personal problems, okay?
I mean, if I didn't work through my personal problems in the game, how else would I get through them? The best way to complain is to create things. And
This is a
boy,
good
do
full
I
circle.
have a lot of axes to grind, but not as much as anyway. So, in the near future, I'm going to be doing some updates to all my characters except Marinette to kind of bring them up. Not to well, hold on. I'm getting there. To kind of deal with outstanding line obligations and targeting and bring them up to kind of, mini modernize them. Not to the extent that Futaba got. That was a little bit more of a bigger scale project. But things to look forward to are Ochako's getting some new art. Not enough to put her back on the testing tables, just kind of fix various model issues that Yuri has very patiently waited for. General dialogue updates and so on and so forth. After that, I have just received a model for Adrian Grest, or Cat Noir. So I'm going to be
boy.
Yeah, it's really, really good too. The Lonely Phone Box is responsible for that. It is an A+ model. I can only hope that the Marinette model update will match up to that. So once I'm kind of done doing my general updates, I'll probably focus on the two of them together, or on Takamaki, the who is a Persona. So it's another fucking Persona character by me and Thursdays. Really excited to work on her too. And in the more distant future, I have McCree, Megaman, and
Oh, I misheard
Man?
you for a second. Yeah,
Wait,
that's what I heard too. No, Mega Man.
Megaman from Konosuba.
Oh,
Oh, I heard Mega
I thought you were
Man.
making Mega Man.
I did adult.
Yeah.
I've been listening
Mega
to the
I don't think he's
Proto
old
Man
enough.
all day, so I was like, "What?"
Oh, wait, I totally forgot what I was going to say. I was going to make a joke about you and Mass, but then I totally forgot it, so consider
Well,
yourself spared.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So Megaman will be coming from Tsunami doing
Just
the
call her
model.
the 40-kilogram witch girl.
Who? What?
Oh, and then I guess Akko someday. The
Akko
monkey.
someday.
Akko
Well,
someday.
I've just
Are you gonna-
given up. I've thrown in the
You're-
towel and I'm handing her over to.
Oh, is
you
this
gonna-
another power move where she's going to
Oh,
drop it in the middle of the
thank
podcast?
Drop
God.
her on the tables during the podcast.
I would just
didn't you?
like
can't,
shoot.
she's not
I would
there.
just shoot myself and be like, I'm done. No more content.
Oh no!
Kurt
Please
Cobain.
don't.
Akko will
Kurt
be happening because
You could call it Akko word. No, that fucking sucks. Never.
That was bad. That was really bad.
I tried.
Do
You
you, want to
did, you did.
explain the Akko situation, Yuri?
Oh yeah, well I just explained it, but okay. Basically,
kind of talked over you.
I have given up officially. For personal
Does that mean?
personal reasons, I'll be going to live in the woods.
Does that mean you can work on Erica now?
Akko is essentially just being handed over to Johan to finish off the last sort of poses that I didn't feel very happy with. So he will essentially just be fixing all the sort of last polish touches that I can get right.
Johan is truly the glue that holds this project together, because it's like the shit that you and I didn't want to do. It's just like, Johan, can you do this? Okay. So
he's who
really,
I want to be when I grow up.
I'm just glad to be a part of it.
He's the real. It's like, hey, Johan, you want to come in on this collab? It's like, oh yeah, sure. Don't you guys already have a good grip on it? It's just like,
I've never had a good grip on anything ever in my entire life.
Yuri, does this mean you can work on Erica now?
Yes.
Yay!
Just send me
Erica
some dialogue.
Fuck off, okay? Give me a model. I can't work.
Hey, Yuri, consider Sawyer.
No.
Oh yeah, she's happening eventually. I want to finish off the sort of backlog of Akko Q.
I've been waiting so long for Erica.
Possibly someone else, but Sawyer I have been sort of dabbling in occasionally. Mostly posing and stuff.
Alright.
Hey, before we get in, NMAS, you're here because you're NTRing your wife's position. Does she have anything?
Oh yeah, so I guess so she is she's finishing up Streaming Chan. Streaming Chan is almost sponsored. And after that update is done, I believe she is using Yuri's model of Sakura Minamoto from Zombieland Saga is her next project.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, so she's
boy.
So she's already started dialogue on that, and she's.
Would you a corpse?
Well,
I mean, I've written a song about necrophilia, but I'm not sure if I'd really be into it.
Would you like to perform it for us?
No, I don't have a guitar. I mean, I do, but
just use Yuri's harmonica.
No,
that was not where I expected that to go. Not gonna lie, I was like, "What?"
Wait, does that really surprise you?
What? I have a song about necrophilia?
No. Like, it's like, can you perform it for us? Is like after talking about necrophilia, I'm like, whoa, where are we going?
What a song! What, you think I just have corpses on hand? I mean,
yes.
As the writer of Kira,
absolutely. Based on everything I know about you, absolutely.
So Napsu is working on Sakura, so we'll finally have a character named Sakura in the game. She does some interesting mechanics. I think people are going to actually really appreciate.
Is she the strongest gamer in the world?
No, she's not actually the strongest gamer in the world.
Wait a second. We have a Sakura in the game.
We do?
Well, Futaba, but
that
doesn't count. That's her last name. Last names aren't real.
It's true. They're made up by the Illuminati, but
fucking hell.
So here I am, Alex Jonesing on this podcast.
No, please don't.
But then after that, I think she's working on Sabrina Spellman from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. So that one's a little bit more nebulous, but she definitely wants to do
The Chilean Adventures of Sabrina.
The Chilling. Yes. I'm gonna get user in here. I always mix up if he's like Chilean or Argentinian. Like
it's just her South American vacation.
I'm honestly, she has so many projects she's starting on. Is she gonna be okay? Because I feel like she's just gonna go turn to like most girls in this thing where we take 1,000 projects and then we die.
Excuse me, I'm still alive.
Barely,
physically speaking.
I have just Ryuko to work on, and I feel like I'm drowning.
Well, that's because you have an incredibly demanding production schedule. You should take it easy, like us.
Nah.
You write like 1 billion lines for a character. You write a fucking novel for each character.
Don't know how he does it.
Maybe it's because he knows how to pace himself, unlike me.
So, do you want to go into more detail about Ryuko, SPNati?
No.
Who?
Ryuko. Stop!
Okay, Yuri's making armpit fart noises.
You please.
Johan, would you please like to try your name again?
Ryuko.
Ryuko, there you go. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. I've been kind of slacking these past few weeks because I've had other schoolwork to do, and that's going to continue pretty much until right up until the next podcast, and then I'll finally be able to actually really kick it into high gear again.
Oh boy, I'm excited. I can't wait. She's really good.
Yeah, I've been throwing out a few generic line updates and stuff. I've been watching the show again, just to like throw some ideas out, things that they say. I remembered again that Mako says the word fanny.
Oh my
So I
god.
wrote a line with that. I don't know, just stuff like that.
Is this how you get lines? You just look for the most obscure reference any character's made once, then make 30 lines out of it.
Well, I just have like an index card ready to go, and I just pause it. I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting.
Wait a
That's kind of
second,
interesting.
hold on. Mako fucking mentioned this one fucking turkey vendor.
And when Mothro does something stupid, she like wrestles him to the ground, and she's like, okay, well, what if she like did that to the player?
Oh, that'd be hot.
That's what I mean. You know, just kind of extrapolate a little bit.
I want Mako to punch me in the face. Is that so wrong?
It should be, you know, if it was 2-star Mako, you wouldn't be getting back up again.
Oh, that'd be even better.
All right.
Yeah. Other than that, just I've been working on a Fubuki model from One Punch Man just for fun, which I don't expect that to happen anytime soon. But over the summer, I might have the time to make her. I think she's looking pretty
my
good.
current plan is to only do 4 characters and then keep them maintained. Quote from man who has begun work on 5th character.
That's a lie. I have not begun work on 5th character unless
The
you count a
flesh
model.
is weak.
I don't really count a model as like starting work on a character because otherwise all of you have like 20 characters.
What do you
'Cause
mean?
you just
I've
make
never
models
made a
for
model.
fun, you weirdos.
I've never made a model.
I just have like, I mean, yeah, I kind
Actually,
of
that's
think.
not true. I made Heather McNamara and it looks like fucking dog shit.
Who?
I'm back in the first name game. I made a model for Heather McNamara and I was like, "What if this was a
Who?
character?" Fucking
From
a
the
character from a
musical
musical.
Heathers.
Who?
Fuck off, Kex.
No.
I just called you
You just-
Kex.
Yeah, that's
You're not gonna know who
weird.
that is.
Because that's his like actual. That's like his username. And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know what that
I was gonna
means.
say
That's
Kexty,
my
and I was
that's
like,
my real
"Oh,
that's my real name in real life.
Your
I
name
don't-
is not Kexty. Fuck.
I get-
Kira.
I give you my I just give you my slave name. I give you
The
my
mask
wife.
is
Ew,
actually
what?
like
Whoa!
Iragamagori.
Oh my
get-
god. Come
Jesus
on,
Christ.
Ed Mask. You don't need to.
Anyway,
If Nabsy could hear you.
Yeah, there's that. Couple.
She
I mean,
will when
I'm
this
kind of
goes
like.
live.
So Fubuki's hair is probably like the most complicated thing I've ever done in Kisake. And unless you count like Jura's dress or something.
First is nice.
Yeah. Fubuki has a pretty similar dress, but other than that, I've been kind of playing around trying to make Meia's hair better, although it's not going so well.
Are you gonna give her weird mole feet?
No, that's just the art style.
You
get
got
the fan art-
99
the-
hair pieces now.
the fan
Fair
art
enough.
style.
It's meant to look bad, so it's
Fuck you,
so it's
Namask.
okay.
No.
Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, so I'm
Maybe
just.
some
I'm
people
kind
are
of fiddling
into mole
around
feet. I
now.
know Yuri's probably into it.
I wish
know.
I could go into full like life fiber synchronized overdrive mode, but unfortunately, the demands of school have kind of gotten in the way of that. But soon enough, spring semester will be over.
About to see El Spinan on Blanco.
Well,
I've
you-
been really
yeah,
slowed down because I'm in a
whatever.
musical production right now, and I have to learn how to do a German accent for it.
Well, last summer I completely redid Jura's model, and I made her target stuff as much as Meia did, and then I
Wow.
redid Revy completely. So that's what I accomplished last summer.
I just hit myself really hard with a elastic band and it hurt.
Why are you playing
I'm
with
sorry.
an elastic band when you're supposed to be recording this very serious podcast?
Because I need to be doing stuff with my hands, Johan. I need to fidget. So I have an elastic band on my wrist.
Does anyone else have any projects they want to talk about, or are we ready to talk about?
I
the new
do,
stuff
but
that's
Johan won't let
happened?
me.
Yeah, that's it for
Johan's not
me.
letting me talk about mine.
Look
So
forward
in
to
terms of,
Fubuki, maybe.
in terms
I
of
don't
works and
It'd
projects,
be
I've-
it'd be nice if the One Punch manga was like done with the Monster Association arc, and not just so I had a little bit more to work with her instead of every other line just being so. Hey, you want to join the Blizzard bunch?
But hey, do you want to join the Blizzard Bunch?
some great targeted lines to the Overwatch group.
Do you want to join the Blizzard Bunch?
That's yeah. If you're a B class hero, you want to get in on that action.
What class
Specifically between your
what class is One Punch Man?
I think he's actually like super D tier or something low because he's like
What?
Because he has a big dick?
because he like failed the exam or something. Like he's the strongest there is, but he's
What,
not.
Saitama?
Yeah.
He started as a C-class hero, the lowest ranked, because he did shitty on the written portion,
Ow.
Yeah.
because he's stupid and lazy.
Oh,
But
right.
he did
so,
he did very well in the physical portions, such as whack-a-mole and jumping and side hops.
Okay, I need to get into One Punch Man now because there's Whack-A-Mole, and I love Whack-A-Mole.
That's only in the anime, though.
Oh. Well, I'll watch the anime then. That's what I was going to do. Anyway, welcome to the One Punch Man podcast.
Yeah. In terms
Speaking of
of
whack-a-mole, now it's time for the testing tables, right?
God damn it! Just wanna speak.
It's just the day of NTR today, isn't it?
In terms of upcoming projects, I've actually dropped a couple that I was working on, but I lost passion for, and then my laptop died, and I lost all the files, and I just can't be asked to start working on them again.
F.
Amongst them were Jetstream Sam and Makise Kurisu. So I dropped like 6 or 7 projects, and then
Tenko Chabashiro was one of them.
Tenko actually got dropped before the laptop, or well,
Okay, yeah. But you could
Around
have dropped
to
it
the same
before I
time.
wrote 100 lines.
but like
I saw Rouge the Bat in there.
she dropped.
Wait. Rouge the Bat?
Yeah.
I was working her, and then the laptop died, and it's like,
Ow.
I gotta
Sandy.
focus.
Is Sandy okay? Or?
Sandy is gonna happen eventually. Still,
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Was she lost in the death, though?
yes, but I can rebuild her.
You could, but why would you want to?
Why are you abandoning Rouge the Bat and keeping Sandy Cheeks?
To spite you.
To be, like, between those two furries. Rather fuck Rouge. Like, come on.
Because Sandy is probably a character that I find more interesting, to be
Ow.
honest. Anyway,
Is it because Rouge isn't from Texas?
I'd be lying if I said that didn't
How
play
do
a part
you-
in it. Anyway,
I
with
think
all
it
those
I
makes
actually have a cowboy hat. Should I put the cowboy hat on for the rest of the podcast?
Okay, here's the thing, Johan. If you make Sandy, I guarantee you McCree dialogue. Think about it.
Okay, 1 second.
So amongst all the projects that I've dropped, my immediate goals are going to be finishing Hanako. I'm working on a massive targeted line update. When that goes out, I'll probably put her up for sponsorship. There's a chance that she'll end up falling off of testing for a bit, just because of how she's not the easiest character for me to write. Then I'm gonna work on finishing posing Akko so we can get her on testing. And then the only new character I've actually started serious work on is Shield, or Aegis. That's what I've been calling her, but
Shield-chan.
yeah, Shield-chan from Pokemon
Scottish
Sword and
waifu.
Shield.
That's a
Pretty
bad
much the
Scottish
day
accent,
that I
really.
saw her design, I'm
offensive.
like, the day I saw her design, I'm like, yes, I know, I want this one. And so I immediately started working on a model, and then Underscore went and provided some tweaks to it and made it look even better, and I've almost finished posing her.
I'm excited, personally. That's a character I'm really hyped for. I love Pokemon.
Same.
Yuri,
And
you're Scottish. Could you please dub some of the Scottish memes with Shield-chan?
Yes.
Like right now?
Yes.
Read some. Just pull up Scottish Twitter on Reddit and just read.
You ever
some.
I
want
got-
to just wrap yourself up in tinfoil, throw yourself in the microwave, and I can't remember the phrasing.
You don't fucking remember you don't remember them off like heart?
I'm sorry, I don't.
What,
I
are
got
you even
Hex to
Scottish?
send me a
This one?
list of about 300 British slang words.
But not
And I'm-
Scottish ones.
Motherfucker, I've asked you for the same list. It's on you!
Yeah, Yuri. He asked you for the same list.
So I'm gonna have markers set at the beginning of the game that will determine if she uses either Scottish slang or British slang. Because,
So basically, if you're a coward or not.
This sounds awful. I love it.
thank you.
Why did folk ask me?
Look, it's because I
Oh, okay.
want the absolute mad lad kind of thing as well as the Scottish stuff. I want both.
Okay, yes, but you
and
can
I'll-
be a
and I'll
mad lad
make-
and a Scot.
Okay, Yuri, I found a meme. Go ahead and dub this. Put it right in there.
I was already in the middle of dubbing them, and you've just come at me with more. Can be bothered, and also I hate that one. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's like shit.
What's wrong with it?
Why do folk ask babies stupid shit like, you're getting big, aren't you? As if the wee cunt's going to be like, aye, Moira, you're spot on, I'm on the protein. That was a really
Welcome to the
shit Scottish
Scottish
accent for a
podcast.
Scottish person.
Yeah, what the fuck? That just sounded like...
Barbara could... What the fuck am I doing with this? I'm too tired. It's like 1 a.m.
All right.
Really? Oh god.
Barbara could just staple a pic of Mal getting shagged to the he'd, but I can't do it. I'm not Scottish enough for Scottish Twitter.
You're
Jesus
Scottish,
Christ.
though.
I know.
Not enough.
If not
You
you,
think she
then
goes
who?
outside? You think she ever goes outside and talks to other Scottish people?
I don't think she goes outside.
It's true.
I was talking to with
Her
some
entire
friends
act
of
is just
mine.
like she can't understand what the
Skyping.
crowd is saying to her.
I live in, not to like dox myself, but I live in Edinburgh. I mean, there are very few Scottish people living here.
Wait, I thought you don't live in Scotland?
Edinburgh is in Scotland.
Oh, you said there's
Edinburgh.
few
Capital
Scottish
city.
people. You wait. How
Scotland
come?
has a capital.
I'm confused now.
Scotland has a government.
Yeah,
Scotland exists.
We've
This is
got a
Scot-
very
So-
short list of characters that have hit testing and been added to the main game.
Okay.
Well, why don't you go ahead and say them?
Yeah,
Since
okay,
apparently
so
this conversation wasn't grabbing you, Johan.
it is, but it's also like
It's International Women's Day. It shouldn't be grabbing anyone.
Without consent.
God damn it!
um
It's not even going to be an International Women's Day when this goes up.
That doesn't make the jokes any shittier. It doesn't make
International
them-
Women's Weekend.
Yeah, why limit it to 1 day?
I expect respect. I expect like respect women juice to just be in public fountains anywhere, and it's just I haven't seen it.
Yeah, of course you expect that. You're a fucking man.
You know, whole horse would never hit a woman. So
I haven't had to mansplain one person today.
turn in your privilege card, SPN on.
This
Coming
internet
back.
oh,
line,
damn it!
this whole
No.
international women's thing is really letting me down.
Hey, you guys ready for? You guys ready to go to the testing table?
Yeah, let's talk
Yes,
about the
I've
testing
been ready.
tables.
I don't know
I
who's
was perfectly
new. I
happy
haven't.
with what
I
we
didn't
were
listen to the last.
talking
I didn't. I can't speak English.
So Mavis from Hotel Transylvania hits
Mavis.
testing, giving
God,
us the
she was, like,
first.
That recent?
Yeah.
Well, this episode was delayed by a week because my laptop died.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause you
But
haven't started.
great
Oh, that's
news,
true.
everybody!
this is 3 weeks apart, and we still have a short list.
You
Yeah,
could have asked me to do this
Mavis
for you.
is the first character to represent a movie with Adam Sandler
What
in
do you
it.
mean?
So I think this is a groundbreaking moment for us.
We don't have any other movie characters like ever.
With Adam Sandler.
Wait. Oh, wait. Adam Sandler's in Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, he's
It's
Dracula.
an Adam Sandler
Wait.
movie.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You never watch Hotel
I
Transylvania?
did.
I
didn't
never
know
watched
he
Hotel
was-
Transylvania.
Wait, that was actually Adam Sandler.
Yes.
I've seen it in French out of the corner of my eye.
No,
What?
I watched the movie. I went to theaters and watched them, and they all came out. I didn't know that's Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
Wait, is he Adam Sandler in all of them?
Adam Sandler plays Mavis.
No.
He plays
wait.
Dracula.
Oh my
Wait, no,
god.
Yeah,
okay,
Mavis
so
Dracula.
Or
Mavis,
was that like a
Mavis,
recasting thing?
Mavis
'Cause I
in
don't-
Cincinnati is really cute. I like her.
She is cute.
I think the dialogue she has is just like the best, most memey, like perfect. Like it just hits my sweet spot. Like Black Thulu, you've done it again, you fucking genius. I love this character because like every time she talks to any character in the game, it's always through this weird like universal monster filter, where it's like, oh, Nines, you're clearly like a Frankenstein thing, and I'm like, this is perfect. This is why I play this game. Just dumb shit like this. It's flawless. I
How do
love
you say
it.
that? Black
Not
Thulu
flawless.
is absolutely
There is
amazing.
one flaw I observed, and I'll get to that when I start talking about her.
Okay, talk about it then, Johan. Go on.
Oh, the podcast
so
guest
eager.
always
You
goes
seem
last.
so eager. No, you seem so eager. You have you're already here with your flaw.
Don't NTR Zusha again.
Just say it.
Not.
Do it.
No.
Go Go ahead. Go.
Okay,
Okay,
fine. You
so-
guys have no idea what
so-
building suspense is, but
Yeah, no.
I played,
fuck your suspense.
It's not
I
going to be that
played her
interesting.
on a table with 2 other vampires and a vampire slayer. And I got nothing. There was no targeted lines towards Buffy, as far as I was aware.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot
Oh yeah,
Buffy.
that makes a lot. Well,
To be
Buffy-
fair,
No one
Buffy
remembers
is-
that Buffy exists.
Buffy is never going to get updates, so
Well,
There's
you
no-
don't know that for sure. Maybe someone will
I-
adopt her.
Who the
Okay.
fuck will adopt
Even
Buffy? She wasn't
Dilettante remembers that Buffy exists. Gave her an update in like fucking September last year.
Wait, actually?
There's like
Yeah.
10 lines.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he lives.
He's married
He
and got
was
kids.
recently interviewed.
Yeah.
Like, I
Anyway,
like Buffy, I just wish she were more modern.
I don't
You
like
can
Buffy.
say that about
but I
any
also
Yeah.
wish she was more
older
modern.
characters.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
Buffy
Mavis.
she's a nice reminder of how far we've come.
Big
Well,
Juicy
you're
She
not
still
wrong.
stands up to forfeit.
Can I just say that Mavis is a really, really well done character. The model looks really good. Black Thulu is just, despite like being English as second language, he's like probably one of my favorite writers. Just because like everything he writes is like entertaining,
It's fun.
good, amazing. It's just like it's such a fun character. Jolene, Jotaro. I'm panicking. Who else do you make?
Misato.
Misato.
Misato is his waifu, his number
I
one.
know. I'm sorry. I'm panicking. Leave me alone. Yeah, no, it's very fantastic. We've been waiting a while for this. I'm glad, and I'm glad he didn't like say, "Oh, she's getting us soon." He just kind of dropped her on us, like, "Hey, take her." And big titty goth girlfriend.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
we don't have one of those yet.
But
Thick
Now
goth
we do.
girlfriend. Oh, that's
What?
skin dentation with the stockings.
I know, right?
I know.
Is-
God,
is that
I'm
the
like sweaty
first-
just looking at it.
Is
Like
that the
she's
first
too
indentation in
thick for those
Spinati?
stockings.
Is that the first what?
What?
The first indentation in Spinati?
Wasn't Chiaki?
No.
Didn't Chiaki get hers first?
Ryuko's
was
butt
going
has
to.
indentation.
Oh,
If you look
I thought
close.
I thought Chiaki already had it. Is that?
Chucky was going to, but Arlo never got back to me.
Did I like? Oh yeah, Arlo. I've been waiting for the second payment from Arlo for the rest of his fic, and he hasn't. I think he's dead.
Yeah, rip Arlo. I miss him.
He's not
He's
been
a
around
good
for a while.
guy.
I hope he
he's
comes
a cool
back
guy.
from the shop getting his cigarettes soon.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if you see my dad there.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Ugh. If you want a little
Uh,
skin dentation, look close at Ryuko's butt pose because her panties kind of dig into her hips a
Oh,
little.
trust me, I know. I've stared at her butt pose for at least 3 hours.
She has a tiny little butt with a tiny little body. Don't you just
sounds
want to pick her up?
Really bad.
Yuri, have you given
Don't
your
you want
thoughts
to?
on
Don't you
Mavis
just
yet?
want to pick her up and as she blushes and like hits you, like play
No.
hits you, and
No.
then
I
she
wanna-
transforms and hits you into the wall?
I want to pick up Mako, and I want her to fucking throttle me. Anyway, Yuri.
Uncle
God, I
Fred,
wish.
He's too nice.
Dude,
Except
what?
maybe by accident with magic, but
I mean,
it's more of
that's
an
the best kind. Because then she
I want-
apologizes.
I want
Alright.
Mako to crush my fucking kneecaps into dust and snort
With
them
a
like
lead
cocaine.
pipe.
Fuck yeah.
I want to bang Ryuko, but like Mako bursts in halfway through to offer support.
So
She just starts
who
squatting and cheering you on.
else is on
Yeah.
the testing tables that
Well,
we haven't
Yuri-
talked about?
Has
You
Yuri
haven't
given her
you
thoughts
have
on
to talk about
Mavis?
Mavis. Stop NTRing people.
Oh my god!
You are just as guilty!
How am
Ah.
I guilty? What did I do?
this is why
This
we
the
should have
most
made a
train wreck
plan.
episode of
No,
all time.
No, explain to me. What did I do? What did I
This
do?
is like
It's
5
pure
people that are
chaos.
way too familiar with each other.
Yeah, this is I'm like the see. Johan's the manager, but I'm the CEO. I'm coming in here to just chill with everyone. I can fuck around as much as I want. Fuck you, Johan. I'm joking. I love you, Yuri.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about Mavis?
Well, I don't have much to say about Mavis. I've not done a
Coward.
whole lot of. I've not looked at her dialogue that much because I've been busy trying to actually be productive, both
Play
in real
her.
life and for this.
But is porn not productive?
The point is, I like the model, but something about the face also kind of creeps me out a little bit. But I'm sure that that'll be resolved eventually, and if not, it's no big deal.
Kind of creeps me out in like the actual movie.
Oh yeah, I see what you
Oh,
mean.
She
This is
is
like
the
the
daughter
intention.
of an Adam Sandler character.
I'm
Yeah, but he's
still
like
wait.
actually
So
good.
I'm
in-
gonna Google this. I don't
Like,
believe you.
to get a little bit controversial, Adam Sandler was actually pretty good in Hotel Transylvania because he wasn't
yeah, absolutely.
trying. He wasn't like trying too hard. Probably because it wasn't an Adam Sandler written movie. Because he always writes
Yeah.
himself as like who he was in his 20s, but now he's aging and it's just kind of sad. But when he's
He's
playing
not
someone
aging.
who
He's
is actually
aging.
someone who is actually past his prime and is like a concerned father, he totally works with it.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate how Black has yet again done it again with another daddy issues character. He snuck it in there.
The man
Fucking
likes what he likes.
brilliant.
He has a problem.
Fucking brilliant.
Does this mean he's gonna make like Dracula?
Oh god!
next?
Oh god!
No.
I just remembered it. Like we were thinking about doing the Part 7 JoJo's characters.
Oh my god!
Guess what?
It really is. It really
Both
is
of
Adam
them.
Sandler.
Both of them have daddy issues.
You're the only person who didn't know it was Adam Sandler, Zudu.
I know, because I went in and it didn't sound like Adam Sandler. It didn't feel like Adam Sandler. There's no poop jokes, as far as I remember.
That's
So
why I
it
said
wasn't-
best role.
I'm pretty sure there are.
Are there? Well, I tuned them out because I was probably busy doing things I won't talk about it because it's not safe for work on this podcast.
Thank you for not mentioning not safe for work
Whilst
things
watching
on this
Hotel
very safe
Transylvania?
for work podcast.
Listen,
Whilst watching Hotel Transylvania,
it was a date.
is nothing sacred to you?
It was a date, and I was drunk.
Couldn't even wait till the movie was over. What is wrong with you?
To be fair, it was
characters
him who
with
can wait.
speaking of characters with paternal issues, we've got Penny from Stardew Valley.
Oh
Does
boy.
she have heroin issues? I don't know anything about Stardew Valley. All I know is that she dummy
Fucking
thick.
casuals.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Why does she have daddy issues?
She doesn't. She has mommy issues.
Oh, that's kind of
Say-
hot.
No,
she's dummy
not when
thick,
you
though.
not when you know who her mom is.
Oh, was her mom
Uh,
not hot?
The very antithesis of it, to be honest.
Penny's mom.
Antithesis,
Are you
Johan.
saying that Pam isn't attractive, Johan?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
I thought you were the weirdo who was into everything, and yet
Someone
you
post a
disappoint
picture.
me.
Pam, Stardew Valley.
who the
Valley.
fuck
We
is-
need fucking. We need Tatsu in this server so I can just Wikipedia Stardew Valley.
Oh no, she
Yeah,
is
Valley.
she's very square. Like her face is an actual fucking brick.
So,
All right, I'm searching for it myself.
No, I'm posting it for you. I
why
got
don't
it.
you
I got
guys share your thoughts on Penny?
dummy
Yeah.
thick.
Some would say, and I might sound like a coward for this, too thick.
That is ugly.
I like how she has the background targeting going on. I don't see that a lot in characters.
I still haven't gotten around to that. I just
Hanger?
assume it's a bar.
Oh,
I don't know if she was that thick in canon, but
that is
Again.
Abigail levels of thick that we've got
That
going on here.
Yeah, that's I'm not
Yeah,
complaining because
yeah, like no.
She has like Rinko's waist.
I think she's like. I think what I like about Penny is that she's a relatively unique appearance compared to a lot of the cast, and I think that's something SPNati's been missing for a while. So I think she's certainly not a character I'm terribly interested in, but I think she's very good for the people that are into that sort of stuff.
I think my own problem is that she's kind of boring.
I gave her a
Personality-
try, and yeah, she has kind of case of Jane Doe syndrome.
Does she have? I've
So-
never played Stardew Valley. I
She
know
doesn't
I'm a
have that
heathen.
much.
Kill me later.
Yeah, as
Does she
somebody who's
talk?
I've almost 100% at Stardew Valley, and
Of course
yeah,
you
she's got a very like girl next door kind of personality. So it's like
Yeah, that's
she-
a great
She's like the
subtype, but
most-
problem is-
The most
very
generic
normal.
of the generic characters.
She's very,
Yeah.
very normal, is what I
Yeah,
took away
like
from
her
She
whole
is-
character
Like,
trait is being normal.
But I think that's kind of good in a game
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
Like,
that's fine.
yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm going to go to bat and be like, oh yeah, like this is the best version of this or anything like that. But I think it's good to have characters like that. I think she's a fine character.
I think
They're
we
just
don't
down
need
to
every
earth.
character to talk about how they punched God in the face. I think
Yeah.
But why would you not want a character that punched God in the face?
well, I mean,
Um,
technically, if we could get Akira Kurisu, and Persona 5
I don't know.
spoilers.
That's definitely not the kind of thing I go for. I don't know. She seemed very similar to Elizabeth, and they do share a writer.
Yeah. Do they?
But, like, if you-
is that
if
a user character?
You, sir. Yeah. If you put Elizabeth and Penny like together, I don't think you'd be able to tell like which one had which line.
Though to be fair, Elizabeth, I think that was just a problem with just general Jane Doe syndrome on Elizabeth's part, as opposed to Penny's canon personality. I think Penny's written generic, which is close to her actual canon personality.
Yeah, like they're both like very sweet and like kind of naive, and they like think to themselves a lot, and they get all embarrassed, and they just felt like kind of the same character, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think that you could easily fix that with some more lines about their source materials. I remember.
To be
Penny,
fair, what the fuck is Stardew Valley about? Isn't it? Aren't you just like
it's
farmer?
a farming. It's basically a farming simulator with waifus. and
Yeah,
hospitals.
exactly. What the fuck? Man, I sure is a good season to plant corn, isn't it? That's just gonna kill.
It's like
she's a
Harvest
teacher.
Moon, except you're just trying to fuck.
Yeah, it is
Basically.
basically like that.
Yeah,
Also,
that's pretty much it.
There's like little apple dudes, or like I don't know what they are, but they're like little sprites.
I need to play
Question: are there graphic sex scenes?
Mods.
Mods, yes.
I've seen the
Wait,
mods.
really?
Yes.
Okay, can I
sold?
Does it enhance the experience, or does it take away from it? Would you say?
Don't know.
To you as a person, really.
Are there graphic sex scenes of Penny?
Probably.
No, I only ever looked at the Abigail ones.
Why would you look at anyone else?
Exactly.
Post them in the podcast chat, and now we're talking.
One thing.
Banana, stop unzipping your pants. You're doing something. You're doing important stuff.
Are you implying that I'm wearing pants right now?
Oh God. I'm calling the police.
One thing.
It's International Women's Day. I don't have to wear pants.
Yuri, go on.
One
said
thing.
one thing.
Go ahead and try to figure
elaborated.
that one out.
One thing to say. Three
One thing,
words
I don't know
for
why.
you.
No matter how hard you try, keep that in mind. Design is trying to remain into time. Time is a valuable thing. What if you can't dance the pendulum swings? What?
Bring out your harmonica.
So, like,
Yay! Stop
I think,
it!
I think
Didn't
Penny's
look
a
at below.
good character.
Watched
I,
go
I
right
think
up
she
and
just
Has Namas
needs-
said anything for like the last 5 minutes?
I think he's
No.
dead. But what I was trying to say was, I do for like one of the events, probably Halloween or maybe something else, is because I have a model for Penny from Ruby who looks very similar to Penny from Stardew Valley. And I kind of want to do an alternate costume using that, but on the other hand,
Get this, Yuri.
I feel like people would just get very confused because it would just look like other
Sure.
Penny.
We could, you know what we could do instead
What?
with that model?
Yeah?
We could, collab.
Get combat ready?
I am combat ready.
Perhaps. Johan, can you put up like a little picture of like a pear next to like my picture for this? Just like.
I don't think he's ever done any video editing.
Yeah, I was. I was the only one who ever did video editing.
Can you edit the video
editing? I edited in the tier list for that one discussion of SPNati power levels.
Don't think I watched that episode.
You accuse me of not putting in work, and then you don't even watch to make sure I've put in the work.
I watched it, but I
I'm
didn't remember
busy.
that part.
Anyway, who's next on the list, Johan?
Zuja just
Futaba.
wrote Pear Sonichu.
I meant to do Pearson, but auto-finished to Sonichu.
Futaba Sakura. She got
Does she
added back.
count as new?
Well, she got her art update.
What's there to talk
finished.
about? She's obviously the worst character ever made. I'm joking.
Stab me in the fucking throat.
I was
Who?
trying to is NMASP actually okay?
I wasn't
I think
paying
he's
attention.
dead.
What happened?
I'm talking about Futaba now. I like
Oh.
the model because she doesn't look as much as a Hell Gremlin.
Oh, did she
More?
get she got responsored?
Yeah, she looks human. Now,
One person on 4chan said she looked like Hank Hill.
I think she looks.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite comment.
Like, I think she looks like even more of a gremlin person, which
I
here's
the point.
Spam that
She
for
should.
this anonymous feedback
She
poll.
looks like a good gremlin instead of like a
She
shite
should
gremlin.
look like a gremlin. That's the
I mean,
point.
before she was
Okay,
I don't
yes,
want to be
but
quite
there's a
generic,
difference between-
but she
okay,
was a little
Question.
samey looking. Whereas
How many
now-
inkling lines is Futaba going to get when Pearl and Marina hit the stage?
She already has several when Pitt's at the table, but
Oh, a fucking course she does, because you
Yeah.
target characters that don't exist.
Pitt.
Oh no, Pitt!
Pitt, you
Futaba
motherfucker.
Wow,
Pitt
Stan,
mistakes
not
her
bad.
for an inkling.
Anyway, yeah, I mean,
Remember, wait, can I just say that someone IRL has actually done that? Fucking, I remember I found that really shitty review, quote unquote review of SPNati on YouTube.
Oh yeah, and so he mistook her for an
I linked it,
inkling.
and he first
Oh,
off,
it was by like a 13-year-old.
It was like, okay, I honestly feel like I could have recorded a better video by taking my phone, recording a recording on my TV, and then also they were just like, oh look, I'm playing with an Inkling and Metaton, and I was just laughing at the thing the whole time. Also, you forgot to censor her tits, so I reported it to YouTube because I'm that petty. Anyway, I like Futaba. She's my favorite character from Persona.
Same.
She's the one I waifued at the end of it.
I see her
Good taste.
Although I waifued her, but I did a separate save file where I waifued the nurse, Takemi. Because
Also good taste.
Because okay, listen, y'all know my fetishes. Nurses,
But the people listening at home don't.
Getting stabbed.
I really like nurses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Valentine, Tai, Takemi.
by the way, real quick, before we continue talking about Futaba, while we're on the topic of Tai Takemi, I don't have anything beyond circumstantial evidence and speculation, but I think someone has actually begun work on her.
What? Really? Who?
I can't say because I have nothing besides like a
God.
theory. It's like all I've got is
do this to me.
all I've got is talking about the mail right now. That's the extent of my evidence. There's a chance that she's being
so
made.
ready for. My body has never been more ready, ever. Finally, a nurse is in the game.
It looks like it might be a
doctor.
collab.
Yeah, but Mercy sucks.
What? No, I'm talking about Tate. Tate Takemi is a.
Oh,
doctor.
okay, that counts.
She went to med school. She went to med school.
It's more medical professionals.
She went to med school.
Medical
Respect
professionals.
that.
Medical professionals in general.
Is very hard. Respect that. That's all I'm
Medical
asking.
professionals in general.
All right.
I can't believe you all spoke over me, so I couldn't do the entire Pepe Sylvia rant there. Can't believe that you hurt me like this.
Oh, Fury.
Anyway, that's all I had to say about that.
I've barely got a word in.
Let's get back to Futaba.
Erica Wen.
But let's talk about the mail, Johan. Can we talk about the mail, please, Johan? Because I've been dying to talk about the mail with you all day. Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
Takemi. This name keeps coming up over and over again every day. Takemi's mail is getting sent back to me. Takemi. I look in the mail and this whole box is Takemi. So I say to myself, I gotta find this girl. I gotta go to her office and put her mail in the girl's goddamn hands. Otherwise, she's never gonna get it, and she's gonna keep coming back down here. So I go to Takemi's office.
Do you have this memorized when you're reading it?
What do I find out? There is no Takemi. The woman does not exist. Okay, so I decided, oh shit, man, I'm gonna dig a little deeper. There's no Takemi? You gotta be kidding me. I got boxes full of
Yuri, I'm gonna come to fucking Scotland. So I'm gonna reverse
start marching my way down.
I'm gonna start
HR,
with Zuja.
and I knock on her door and I say, Carl, I gotta talk to you about this. When I open the door, what do I find? There is not a single goddamn desk in that office.
Oh my god.
Carl,
oh my god.
In this building and made up.
Yuri,
this office is a goddamn ghost town.
Yuri, please. I'm begging you. Please. Stop.
Oh my god, I'm actually
stop. Please. Mr. Obama.
All right, there's
it's over. If you had it memorized like I do, you would know this.
My eyes are actually watering up from laughter. Holy fuck.
Come on, guys, pick up the pace. Let's keep it moving.
Barney, get this guy a cigarette.
Holy fuck.
Okay, thoughts on Futaba.
I like.
She's gonna sell me propane and propane accessories.
If I would let Futaba sell me propane and propane accessories. So yeah, she was a lot of fun to work on. She's almost at 3,000 lines. I think I did good with her. Let's hope the resource is kind to her. See her down at Strickland Propane for the bonus epilogue.
Hold on, I have a question. Is she gonna get like a BDSM epilogue called Propane and Propane Accessories?
Yuri, why are you spoiling it? I should add a line if you play like your character's name is Hank Hill.
Q's update, or maybe actually, I think Q already got updated to respond to if you call yourself Darth Plagueis the Wise.
I think it's also she also responds if you play like Master or something. She's like, I'm not calling you that.
Yeah, she does say that, and that's gonna be. I'm gonna expand on that in the upcoming update so that she actually does not call you that.
I
Variable
remember
tests
suggesting that
So,
on the
variable
subreddit
tests are like
a
the big new
bajillion
thing,
years
and I
ago.
need to get in. I need to get on there.
who else is like
Oh,
on
God.
tests or from testing?
That's it. It's literally just those 3 characters.
Woo!
been a
All
slow
right,
3
Longer
weeks.
than usual.
let's go.
But
Oh
first,
my
I want to
God.
say that Futaba's really good and cute, and I like her, and she's my favorite character that you've made.
Thank
I wanna
you.
fucking
I
throttle
appreciate
her.
that. What? No,
Um,
please
I'm
don't.
joking. I'm
Just-
joking.
She's
I
not built
think
for that.
I think that when I
Oh,
was
she's built
first,
for carry fucking.
I think that when I was
I mean,
first
you're not
getting
wrong,
back,
but
back into writing, I think
I'm gonna write
I
a snuff fic about Futaba just for you.
think
and ask-
Futaba was the first character that I went out of my way to target every single stage for, with a
Wow.
character that wasn't from the same franchise. I think Rinka, like, she had targeted lines for all the other Fire Emblem characters every stage, but like, I think Futaba was the first character that was from a different franchise that I went out of my way to target as much as possible.
oh, thank you.
Now I kind of regret doing that because I'm a much better writer, and I'm not sure if I like those Futaba lines I had, but
Then rewrite them, coward.
maybe.
Oh fuck!
one
I
day.
forgot a new project I'm working on. I also adopted Blake and Yang from Ruby.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah,
The guy
because BB quit, so I went and snatched the waifus before anyone else could get them.
Very abruptly, I might add.
Oh yeah, no, I just
He just
yeah,
posted on the sub one day that I'm done.
Yeah, he's done. Who wants my characters? I'm so surprised he actually accepted me, seeing as
He
how I shit talked him multiple times.
He didn't
And-
have like a meltdown on the Discord. He wasn't like
Sometimes you just
going
gotta
through anything in particular.
I
He's
can
just like,
respect
"Yeah,
a
I'm done."
man. I can respect a man who's just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I can respect a man who leaves before he's forced to when he inevitably loses his mind.
I
Oh,
mean,
dear.
to be fair, it's better than him putting a "he who should not be named."
Mm.
Okay.
There are too
so-
many.
All
Well,
right.
Yeah,
He
there's too
actually
many
is
people
still
that could
lurking
be.
around.
Johan, I lend you my strength.
Oh, are
Like
you
a
not?
cockroach
Questions.
in the
Let's get to the
basement.
questions that we got.
Let's get to the
Yeah.
good shit. Let's get to the good shit.
How many
Here we
people
go.
asked E this time?
Okay, that's a good
Fucking-
question.
I know I asked
7
E
people.
like twice.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
hold
So
on.
we're about an hour
Question
into the
that I meant to
podcast,
ask,
we're
and I
finally
forgot to
doing,
ask.
questions.
I had a question that I forgot to ask.
All right.
So
If 2 men are on the moon,
if there's
and
two
one
guys
goes
on the
together with a
on the
rock,
moon,
is it fucked up or what? Fuck you, Yuri.
If there's 2 E's on the moon,
Fuck off. Can we get to the questions now? Fuck
one
off,
says
Yuri.
E to the other.
Before we get to the questions, just as a heads up, what I will be doing is
Bitch. Son of a bitch.
Apsu.
I will be
Nothing.
reading off Napsu's answers and kind of extrapolating on that to the extent that I'm able.
putting words in her mouth.
Yeah, exactly. I'm mansplaining for her so she doesn't
You
have
know,
He did,
to.
on
on this-
permission to
You should
talk.
have just guessed what she would say, like a Newlyweds game.
I'll just take a shot every time I want to pretend to be Napsu.
He
And
didn't. He
You have
didn't
to
give
do
her
her voice
permission
as
to
well.
talk.
You've got to do.
She's gonna become
And
your
Mask
flesh
didn't-
and blood. You should know exactly what she's gonna say.
And Mask didn't give Napsu permission to talk today, so.
oh my god, stop! No.
Oh come on, that's nowhere near the joke.
So the
he made in
first
the
two
outtake.
questions are actually for Natsu specifically.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'll
Uh,
answer them.
Let me pull. Up.
No.
Okay. She actually wrote some answers, so I will not put words.
Why doesn't Kizuna have a conventional forfeit?
Her notes say there's 99 plus options for that. Enjoy the novelty. Kazuna is a weirdo.
So not answer, avoiding the question. I see. Come on, Mask.
Well, saying everyone else is totally normal. Why not have someone who pushes the boat out?
I don't know. That's kind of like saying, what if she didn't get her tits out at all? Like, there's not
Yeah, I
even
mean, that-
options for it. It's like, well,
Another
they're all
fucking
supposed to
must
do it.
target.
I think Natsu has like some kind of
I think the,
four-dimensional chess going on.
so what I talked to her about this is that basically when she was getting started, is like to Napsu, she likes the comedy elements more than like the sexual elements in the game, and she felt
Same.
that it would be more interesting to have a character that is like doing sexy things but not necessarily being sexual with themselves. If like I think there's supposed to be some more contact in there than there maybe is. But I think the idea there is that it's
guys. Guess what? I just got sent.
What the
So
letter
Rabbit
E?
Bagel just sent me something.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Huh?
Guess
Oh,
what I'm
God,
gonna
it's
be
Mr.
working on
Clean.
tonight,
Is it Mr.
fellas?
Clean? Is it Mr.
It
Clean?
absolutely is Mr. Clean's
Oh,
post
boy.
list.
Oh,
Already
if I can-
compressed, already.
if I can get sidetracked for a moment, I have been speaking with Mouse of Kizuna and
Amalia.
Amalia.
Amalia, about the possibility of an April Fool's character, which may or may not be the Grinch. We don't
Oh my
know
God.
yet. But the integral part, the joke being that Mouse would be doing dialogue and I'd be doing the art. A mouse character without a mouse model.
That's amazing.
And
That's
Yuri
fucking
character
meta.
without Yuri dialogue. That's
pretty.
fantastic.
That's pretty funny.
But Yuri, what about Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way?
Yeah, if I feel emotionally prepared for that, then sure, I can probably
It's a
whip out.
fucking
Yeah,
model.
I mean, yeah, I can do like a model, and like I assume I don't have to try very hard for that,
It's-
right?
I mean, yeah, she's gonna get sponsored on the basis
Putting-
that she has tits.
putting in
But if she-
effort to
Imagine if I got her into main game. Like after April Fools is done, I'm gonna push both of them for sponsorship and see how
Honestly-
it goes.
Originally, I started developing her as like a serious character, and then
Ebony Darkness Raven. What? How?
Oh,
How can she be a serious character?
well, you know what I mean. Like originally as like a proper main roster character, and I kind of scrapped the project because
What, you think I'm not
I
gonna do
can't- I can't really write complete
can.
literacy at
that?
the sort of quantity required.
I'm gonna get absolutely smashed, and I'm gonna write her dialogue completely
Oh,
drunk.
this is really interesting that Napsu wrote all this.
Let's do like a
'Cause-
podcast special episode where we just read chapters out of My Immortal.
Oh, doesn't
No,
I mean, I was-
Dora and
I
I
was
have
planning-
already
we
done
should.
that, right?
I was planning on
Yeah, we should-
having. I'm just planning on making a podcast where we just read cursed shit with Door and call it Word Vomit.
so
I want Dora to word vomit right into my ear holes.
I'm gonna. Hey, Anmas, continue reading your partner's shit.
that was basically it. It's just like in the conversations I've had with her, it's more or less that it's more for the comedy of it, and I think her and Mouse and I kind of agree that it's I think it's sexy enough to count. Like I approved it. So if you want to find fault with that, just
Since you needed, you
In a textbook example of mod abuse.
yeah. I
She
mean, if you want to
needed-
find fault with me, like
She needed a
it's
man's
okay.
approval. Is that it? Is that it, Enmas? She needed a man's approval to go ahead with it. Is that
on this
Nice.
on this International Women's Day
on this International Women's Day?
that happened like 5 months ago or something. I don't remember when Kazuna came out.
She needs a male escort to be on the podcast.
It's man, I'm gonna get so much shit for this once she listens to this.
Good.
Ah,
I'm
fuck my
glad
life.
you didn't get in trouble.
I'm sorry.
All right, so that's the short version of that.
Then
Napsu.png.
another question for Napsu was, why does Streaming Chan get so vicious towards other characters?
Written
okay.
by Natsuki.
Yeah, and yeah. So Napsu's notes say, I don't think she's generally that mean, but I wrote a lot of her dialogue while watching Agretsuko and leaning very heavily into Tsunoda, and also the Real Housewives. So she's more supposed to be obnoxious, but ultimately having characters talk about stuff that's interesting rather than abusive, unless she's talking to Natsuki. Specifically on Natsuki, I get kind of weird jealousy / sympathy for her because growing up, you get sick of hearing about how skinny you are or how novel your interests are for a girl. So it's a little self-indulgent to pick on someone who hits a little too close to home. Back to greasing. Oh no, that was part of a different message.
I was not prepared for like a real emotional answer there.
I mean, like I literally watched her like doing like Cammy level wine mom things of like drinking wine, watching or like Real Housewives of like Dallas or something, and then just like being like that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, and just like writing these like interview questions, and I'm like, okay, this is how we're doing it, and then it's just like, oh wow, you really went in on Natsuki. So okay, yeah, those are the answers she had through my sock puppet.
And then there was a person who asked, "Why must you at me?" It's because I did a week.
It kind of looks
where
like Napsu's writing style.
Oh, it's not. It can't be Napsu's writing style because it's YOU instead of just the letter U.
Ah, good detective work.
Thank you. I had one episode of the podcast where I
Okay,
didn't.
hold on a second. Napsu lore, because she's not here to defend herself. You do realize, like, she doesn't actually type like this in, like, 99% of the time, right? Like, it's just...
No, I
assume
fully
she-
expect her
Oh,
to
I
type
know.
like that, like even
doesn't type-
in professional work emails.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
type like that. She
Just
didn't type like
texting
that
talk.
during her podcast interview for the text thing. She like specifically
Yeah,
said
no,
that
but it's
she
just
was-
like it's like I'm pretty sure it's just a meme at this point. But
Is it?
anyway, that's gonna take peel back some of the
Can you,
mystery.
can you explain to her what memes are? Because that one fucking sucked.
Yeah, well,
Jeez, harsh.
whoa,
Yeah, fucking fix
this?
your part.
on this International Women's Day,
Yeah, you have to go. You have to mansplain memes to your partner and ask.
that's gonna go over not well.
It's okay. A woman
Right.
told you to, so you now have full. You have full permission.
Okay,
Double negative. The reason I at people on the Discord whenever there's a podcast questionnaire is because there was 1 week where I didn't do that, and I got like 5 questions. I literally got like the amount of questions.
And 3 of them were E.
Yeah.
No, this was
Oh, no,
before
but
the.
funny
This
thing
was
is,
before
I
the
wrote
incident.
A few of those questions too. I think I wrote 3 of them. Maybe.
Yeah, but I got like
Oh.
5 questions. I had to go back and like reuse questions from older podcasts. So that's why I do it. Is because if I don't, I get
The decadence, the depths that this podcast has been driven to, recycling old content.
Oh yeah, it's not like I ask the same questions almost every podcast.
Also, remember to like and subscribe and follow us on
please donate to our Patreon.
yeah.
I'm
follow us on
surprised-
Twitter,
I'm
Instagram,
surprised it took us
Facebook,
23 goddamn episodes to make a like and subscribe
Tumblr,
joke.
Tinder,
Did I
Grinder,
not do that in the first
LiveJournal,
episode? Did I do
MySpace,
that in the, wait, did I do that in
Dig,
the-
Maybe.
Daily Motion.
Yeah,
But, like-
shut up, Span.
Like
Some things
TMNT.
that don't exist.
When are
This is
we
the
getting a
fir-
Watch Mojo video for like the top 10
Fuck.
characters?
Top 10
How we
Top
go
10
with
off
podcast
topic.
moments.
Yeah.
Top 10 Zuja moments.
Oh, man. All right.
Oh, classic
Anyway.
Zuja
I don't think
moment
you
right
have
there.
10
So-
good moments for them to choose.
Ouch.
What are the?
Well, there
so,
was getting
I think that was-
Hero sponsored in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
That did happen.
That was pretty
dude,
good.
that was pretty
literally,
good.
I posted him, went to work. I posted him on my phone and stuff. I did that on my phone right before my shift started. Clocked into work, went on my break, came back. He was sponsored.
There was Kira
Very
reaching
fast.
page 4 in the August resort.
I think it took more than a day for Q to get sponsored, or maybe not. I can't really remember.
I have no idea how so many people found a serial killer sexy. And not be a cute girl.
It was just Dora under 3 alts, let's be real.
No, she doesn't even find her that attractive though.
It just
Then-
begs the question because, like,
But she wants
I've
to be
never
blown up.
encountered anyone.
Does Kira drink vanilla soda?
No, he hates
Oh.
vanilla soda.
Yeah,
I was
That's
right.
Dora.
I can. Dora doesn't have a hand fetish. She's just into
Any
having
questions?
herself.
She's into vanilla soda. She always talks about that.
Dora's fantastic, though. Honestly, can we just talk about how great Dora is for like a second?
Why didn't we
Can
get
move
her
on
on
to
the
the next
podcast
question?
instead
Sure,
of
well-
Enmas?
Because she doesn't
Oh,
want
yeah, that's a
people to
good
hear her voice.
Actually, that is a good question. Why didn't we just get like Dora to pretend to be Naps? Oh god, that's weird.
I
No,
think-
zero,
no.
zero.
Come on. Okay, I actually know the
I've-
reason because I talked to her
Yeah,
before about getting her on
same.
the podcast. One, she doesn't want her family over here. I think, and I think so. But another
It's
one
more
is
that
that
she
she
doesn't
doesn't want
want-
creepy guys to hear her voice. And that.
Yeah, because
You know?
the podcasts do get like around like I think like since we started
17
getting to YouTube,
views.
the lowest. Well, those were the ones that were uploaded at first, but like all the ones that have happened since the YouTube migration, they're like about 200 views low. So
I mean, I've gotten like a couple hundred downloads on Podbean.
They're all bots.
anyway,
I
Alright.
mean, if I'm still getting
Questions.
but yeah, questions. We don't have many, but since it's
Okay.
you guys, I'm sure we'll find a way
Let's
to
hear
make
'em.
it a bajillion
Alrighty.
hours long. Is there some
No,
characters
let's
which
get that
are
going.
in the current online version that you just don't see the appeal in?
Oh boy, let me go through all of the ones for me right now. I have a few.
And Mass, why don't you?
I'll jump in and I'll give Napsu's response because I haven't really thought about this question too hard. So Napsu says they all do different things for different people. I don't really get why Sayori exists though, because besides to complete the DLC set, her characterization doesn't lend itself well to a game like this compared to a visual novel or dating sim. Ruby seems weak because she's like an annoying little sister. Videl doesn't do anything exciting. It doesn't make a lot of sense to non-DBZ fans. Zelda is boring. Misty is worse. Natsuki.
No?
Videl is fucking cute, and this wedding cannot happen.
I kind of agree with her, to be honest. Like, Videl just isn't very interesting.
I have a few of mine.
Your wife is shit, Banana.
Are they
She's
married?
not my wife.
Because you can say partner.
I made better Videl.
He's right, you know.
Yeah, meaning
Videl
Videl is
too.
worse.
She was my inspiration, alright? No Videl, no Maya.
Anyways.
Harry, do you have a character?
Me?
Yeah, that you think
I have
is...
I have a few I can talk about real quick.
Right, go on,
if I'm
man.
not getting the art again. One don't flame me for this. I know she's like a beloved national treasure, but I don't really see the appeal of Nagisa.
Ouch.
She's cute, yes, but I don't really see what she does. Like, she's just cute.
She's cute. Must protect.
Another one, Kira. I don't know why he's in, even though me and Johan made him. Hey,
Same.
okay, you. Oh, I think
He's the main character.
Not only do I not know why he's in, I don't know how the fuck he got in so fast. Honestly, I look at him and I just feel a bit of shame for what I've done. I feel a little bad. Another one, I don't really get why. I don't really get what Joey is. Joey's appeal is kind of bland to me. I mean, she's a clown, and I like clowns, not in a sexual way. It's not
It's
a
for
kink.
the people that want to fuck clowns.
It's not a kink, but she doesn't provide very much. Missy's
how big is the clown fucking demographic?
and I can outdoor as a clown fucker.
So she won't fuck Kira, but she will fuck a clown.
Of all of the lies that you have told on this podcast,
I've never told any lies. Anyway, another character I don't really see why they're on is fucking. Oh wait, no. Okay, to be fair, I can't read. That's his low-hanging fruit. I think last one. Okay, no, I think that's all of them really. Kira and Nagisa, I don't really see what they do.
I really like Nagisa. I played.
Nagisa's cute, yes, but like I almost feel bad for making her put in this situation because she's just like. I don't know. It almost feels like she just doesn't want to be there. To me.
Nagisa would be a lot better if she used the front-facing toes instead of the side toes.
Nagisa would be a lot better if she had a personality.
Or you've just initiated war with Andres. He's gonna.
She's a
ban you
baker's
from the
daughter,
server.
goddammit.
I'm sorry. Fucking what? Yeah. I'm gonna be banned from the dev server once this goes up. I just finished like being on good terms with Andres too. Me and him talked. We made up for like our fights in the past.
You
Now
made
he's
out?
just gonna kill me.
No,
I didn't make out with him. I just.
Flew on
Nagisa's
down to
toe.
Australia.
The Nagisa toe discourse.
There's only one
gets
Aussie
banana
for me.
banned in 2022.
There's only one Aussie for me.
I think I also don't like Angie very much.
Oh yeah, I forgot she existed.
That is a thing that I think about a few characters. Yeah.
There's a lot of characters.
The thing with
I
Angie is
didn't.
that she's
Okay,
an
I
original
didn't go
character
for
that's
like the
based off
old
of-
abandoned characters just because they're low hanging fruit. Like I'm sure like characters like Hermione, or fucking Misty were updated, they'd be good. But right now they're just fucking statues. They're
No,
remnants of the
Misty would never be
past.
good because she's anime Misty, and that's a death sentence right there.
Yeah,
She
well, no,
needs to
just
be
make it
Game
hard
Misty.
gold. Just change it to just change it to Game Misty and make it better. Duh.
She needs to be Heart Gold Soul Silver Misty,
Duh.
where she's a fucking adult.
Duh. Yeah. I'm gonna say that again.
For fuck's
Well.
sake, can we not?
I'm sorry.
We can edit this in post.
No,
No, we
that's
won't.
actually
That's
no.
a
That is
lie.
We
actually
can,
getting,
but Johan won't.
no. That's actually getting King Crimsoned out.
No, do it. You won't.
Okay,
You fucking won't.
I will.
You forget. You'll
What about-
forget.
Yuri, did you get a chance to talk?
No, I didn't. I never do.
No.
I can't believe that you're silencing my voice on this international.
Yeah. God damn it, NMASP.
What? I'm literally giving her a chance to talk.
Yes.
In honor
Oh,
of
she needs a
International
man's
Women's Day, we should
permission
get rid of
now,
all the
huh?
male characters.
On this International Women's Day.
I'm gonna. Can't believe this is a microaggression.
I mean, there are a lot of characters that I personally don't see any appeal in. But
all of
Oh,
the
boy.
men. All of
but
the
for
men.
most of them, I
Would you like to name them?
I mean, there are a lot of characters that I don't personally see appeal in. I guess I can go through the roster if you really want me to.
Yes.
No, guys, please.
Yes.
Leave
Do it.
soonish.
Maya.
Fuck you.
Wow! Oh God! Oh,
This,
God.
coming from the woman who's
Hey,
making 2B.
Marinette, Rinka, fucking, who does Zuja like?
No one. Fuck you. I like Futaba.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Futaba.
Jin,
trash.
Rinka, Q, Marinette, just all these shit
They,
characters.
all these garbage,
Yeah.
propped up
Like,
by modern Illuminati.
There are a lot that don't really appeal to me, but I can see why other people would like them as a character. I'm just trying to have a quick scoot through to see if there's anyone that I just do not understand at all.
Moon, because she's. I'm sorry. I won't. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Don't
It
execute
might just
me.
be my. Actually, no. I can see one. Yeah.
You okay?
Even Kira, I can see why people would like him.
I don't even like him, and I fucking made him.
Ami
Parents
Kawashima,
don't always love their
I
children.
feel is quite bland.
Who? Oh,
Who?
Ami. I forgot
Yeah,
about her.
yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
Oh, no,
Saki as well. Not to
She does have
dunk
blue
on-
hair.
Not to dunk
No,
on
you're not
Johan,
wrong.
but Saki feels more like she's there, not as a joke character, but as though the
I think
shock
she is.
value is like the main draw rather than.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You don't have to worry
I
about
maintain that the only reason Saki exists is so that people on 4chan can post who the fuck made Saki from Emergence.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
It's advertising
Is
through
that-
controversy.
What motherfucker made Saki from Emergence?
Same motherfucker who
Motherfucker.
helped make Kira.
I can see why Hermione has some degree of appeal to players, but also it shouldn't, in my opinion. Just
Why not? Default
Action.
face?
just a lot of things. I mean, I
Oh
could, I
god,
could
she
write
has a dot
paragraphs,
nose.
but
Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. the fucking don't know. Sayla's face, I just noticed this isn't like. I mean, I think her model looks good, and people have praised her in the past, but her face it really creeps me out. I just
Oh
felt.
yeah, I forgot about Sayla.
Yeah, this is like the back end of the roster.
Yeah.
And even still, they have value, at least in concept, if not in execution. You know, there are a few fundamentally terrible ideas in the roster. Even Xander, who is a disgrace, still,
Fuck it. All right.
I can
Xander.
understand at least sort of what's going on there. And Sonia isn't as bad as Sander, but still, I think needs some degree of work, but could
Objectively,
totally work.
considering
Sonya
Based
kind of
upon
looks like a
votes alone.
cosplayer.
Objectively worse than
Metaton,
Xander.
again, not a very well received character, but I think that's more in the execution than the concept.
Well, hey, Metaton is, he's 100% all in-engine Kisake.
Yeah, like
Take that for what it's worth.
I don't think there's anyone who has absolutely zero.
Look how
appeal.
Metaton hides his bulge. You can't even see it.
My headcanon said it's a retractable penis.
Metaton's penis gets smaller when he's erect. Think about that.
Yeah,
Is
because
yours
it's
not?
retractable. He changes the size. He realized he went a little too big, so he shortened it slightly. Not enough, but yeah. What, you think he doesn't? He's a robot. What, do you think he walks around with that fucking third leg just...
Like
Yeah.
it's for stability and navigation. It's like the rudder of like a ship.
It's a deadly weapon. He's gonna just whip that out. So I was gonna say, oh man, fucking I
That's
hate
like a
that.
sundial.
Like
He's
a
gonna whip it out.
The
tripod.
dowsing rod.
It's like
It's like a grandfather clock.
He just whips out his stick and it leads him to treasure.
That's actually what
it's
it's
the
for.
treasure. He fucks the treasure chest.
the real treasure was actually the friendships that they made along the way.
I just
You mean
realized
you-
Felicia has like really weirdly short legs.
Yeah, Felicia
right.
looks freakish. She's a weird looking design. Not a well, yeah, weird looking design, but
She
like
looks like a dwarf.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, he could have stolen a better model.
Her face is weird. Her eyes are coming off of her face. That's and whilst I like that in some art styles, this one is weird because it's like a semi-realistic face with like.
That's right. We should all go for the art
Eyes.
style we see in Hermione.
I'd rather die.
Then perish.
Also, wow, Velma is really unpopular.
Pardon?
Velma is really unpopular. I didn't expect. her to
Well,
be
when you look at her writers, it kind of explains it.
Uh,
Yeah, but being like that low in the roster,
The
you
gruesome
think
twosome of Spinati. Right.
gruesome.
It's the
Jeez.
fucking it's the two worst. It's two of the worst Spinati people ever.
So Yuri,
She's
You're
Rick
a-
Spinati.
is your roasting of oh god, Napsu just typed in the chat. She's jealous. Yuri, is your roasting of the Spinati cast?
Oh no, this was just like the
Mark?
lightest
Would her
possible setting. I mean, I could go through and roast everything. To be honest, I
okay.
can see flaws in almost every character, and
Okay.
one day I'll
Yuri,
unleash my reckoning upon you, but not this
do
day.
it, Yuri. Do it, Yuri. Make me kill
Oh no!
myself.
God
Go
damn
ahead.
it! No.
We only have so much
No.
time.
No.
No.
Kill,
This
make
is-
me kill myself, Yuri.
No. Spinata.
All right. So next,
Next
question.
Oh, Spinata and I haven't
You
answered.
didn't let me answer.
You don't have a
Fuck
right.
it.
It's International Women's Day. You don't get to answer anything.
Would that just be me mansplaining?
Yeah,
My answer.
Spinata, mansplain.
you're just gonna steal our answers and then claim that.
Oh boy. My connection just went really low for a sec.
I don't really have a good answer anyway. Captain Falcon, like, come on, dude. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, okay, that's
Captain Falcon might be the biggest sin of Drengi because, like, he could have been an actually like fucking
really
fantastic
not
character.
Mettaton.
Falcon is
Not that 11-year-old?
mathematically the least popular character.
No, right? But like, Captain Falcon's the fucking coolest.
This is a man who's like fallen so far. He used to be on the front page of the roster.
Who? Wait, Captain Falcon?
Yeah, because of
On
his
the
male
front
privilege.
page? Oh, right, because we had no good guys until
But then Pitt fucking dunked on him, and
Well, then
he
Pitt
dropped
showed up,
80
and then
places.
I
With
guess
Napsu,
my
oh fuck.
Black Canary is
Mask, you gotta pick
probably
your-
the single
you gotta pick your
most
wife
like,
up.
oh yeah, she
And-
exists.
and
Her
Mask.
car
character.
broke down this morning.
and Ness, go pick up your wife. We'll read her notes.
Okay, it was fun being on the podcast on this International Women's Day.
Are you
Is this like
done now?
the 5th time you've been on?
I don't keep track. A gentleman doesn't keep track. All right, I'll catch you guys later.
Maybe Napsu
Okay.
will be able to join us when she gets back.
Yeah, I know. God knows we'll be recording on enough.
All right. Anyone else have any thoughts to give?
Johan, give your
My,
opinion.
my answers are basically like Kira, yeah, and Saki. And then like
Pretty much.
on
The self-deprecation is strong in this one.
well, like I try to judge things from an objective standpoint when it comes to my own work.
Is that why you fucking gave up on Tenko before after I wrote 100 lines?
Well, the reason I gave up on Tenko is because despite my
It was a
faith
mistake.
in you, like I think that you could absolutely write Tenko and absolutely make her in character. That's the problem. Is that I get the feeling that Tenko in Spinati would be
Nobody, literally
Nothing but-
nobody wants. an
I would
actor
would have
enjoy-
liked it.
I would enjoy it.
I
I
would
would
have liked
find
it unironically.
I would enjoy it. I'd find it very entertaining. I would have loved to
I like
see it.
Tenko.
I get the feeling that all she would have done is held back the other Danganronpa characters, and I don't want to do that again.
Who cares? Fuck Danganronpa. Let's fucking kill Kodaka.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
burn the ship down.
Anyway,
Come on, give them a challenge before they take
By the
over.
way, like a week or so ago, Hex made like an objective measure of the worst Spinati character based on line count, targeted line count, and popularity polls or
Of course he
resorts.
did. He loves his statistics.
And Misty was objectively the worst character in all areas.
Oh, I'm not surprised. She's kind
Or overall, she was the worst.
I completely sometimes forget she exists.
So there you go.
Misty
Right.
She's
is
keeping
Yeah.
an eye on all of her opponents at once.
yeah, she's like hella cross-eyed.
Next question is...
She's
They're
like
not really
wall-eyed.
crossed. They're more like they're like
Or-
facing like outwards, like some sort of like
Is that the-
fish
Okay,
Wait,
or like
is that a,
herbivorous
is there a
animal.
term for that? I thought that was just
She's
another
being
form of
hunted.
cross-eyed. I thought that was
She's
another
avoid
form of
predator.
cross-eyed. Okay, wait, what's the term
To
for
be
that,
to be
then?
fair, Moon hogs so much attention that you kind of forget Misty is also a Pokemon character.
we should be getting a couple of decent Pokemon characters this year.
Shield and
Let's see.
other... who else is
Possibly
there? Roxy?
Hexmaniac.
No, we're not getting Hexmaniac anytime soon, let's be honest.
Like
Oh,
7
yeah.
years from now.
I believe in Hex.
Oh, fuck. I have to stop. What do I expect to happen when I pull a fucking rubber band, elastic band on my wrist? It's gonna
I
hurt
remember
every
back in
time.
June, I told Hex, "We'll just wait till February 2019, so end of February will still be correct," and it's already past that point.
Always 2020.
Yeah,
when I
February 2020.
joined the community, he was working on her.
Oh, he's actually started working on her more again recently.
I know. I think he just kind of lost his drive for a bit. No jokes aside, I love Hex. He's great. He's like the Gordon Ramsay of SPNati.
If only he would listen to this podcast so he could hear us praising him.
Yeah, he would never fucking
Yeah.
listen to it. Let's be honest. It's Hex. He doesn't give.
If only
shit.
he'd be on the podcast.
Oh man, wouldn't you love the?
He's
no one would be
ashamed
able
of
to
his
understand.
Brummy accent.
What we should get Yuri, one of the Dutch people speakers. Hex.
Little does he know that to Americans, all British accents sound the same.
It's true.
So, like, we would not detect Brummy as any different from Scottish or from fucking
Irishmen
London or
and Londoners sound the same to you. Is that it?
pretty much.
Jeez.
Wow,
It's just British. It's all British.
I can tell the difference. But that's just
We
because.
move on to the next question.
What's the next
Well,
question?
Irish isn't Britain, so Irish is just like Lucky the Leprechaun.
But I'm not.
Oh, we get a pot of gold.
Are we gonna call this episode "SPNati Hates the Irish"?
We're gonna be
We've
called
gotten to the-
International Women's Day.
Pretty much.
No, wait.
Either-
International Women's Day, but NTR is capitalized in it.
SPNati fucks to survive.
NTRnational. Jeez.
NTRnational. Wait, no.
Women's
So-
Day.
don't
That's perfect.
just let me handle the episode names. They're always stupid and bad. It's my skill.
Giving
Exactly,
things
Yuri.
giving things stupid and bad names is my job now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was like half my
Good
job.
title for the show, Johan. Use the goddamn title, or I'll kill you.
What about SPNati makes it personally appealing for you to work on? What would
Tits.
you like
Wait,
to see more of?
But
Tits. Okay, what actually?
Booty.
What did you say?
I'm gonna answer this question. Fuck off, Yuri.
Well, before you do that, I'm going to read Natsu's
Yeah.
note. Can
I read it? I'll do a voice for it.
Or why not?
Let me read it. Where is it? Let me scroll up a bit.
I have it here.
Do you like a
I'm
bad?
prepared and
scrolling
shit.
up. I'm doing it. I got
I
this.
was gonna
Where
say
is
do a
it?
bad Irish accent for it. Like, wait, no,
I'm not gonna do an Irish accent for it.
you already are.
I think it's fun to be creative and sort of RP the characters. I think more stuff for girls would be nice, but it's not that type of game at its heart.
we should give Napsu an extremely
fucked
deep
up at the end.
baritone.
Well, I was what's the word for it? ASMR in her voice.
Actually, I feel like any accent is a bad Irish accent, just in varying degrees of badness. Really,
Oh, shut up, Yuri.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna fight you. Anyway, what I think is fun
Australian
about
accent, just a really, really inaccurate Irish accent.
I'm
It's all
gonna
relative.
find you. I'm gonna come to Scotland. I'm gonna
Do it.
kill. I'm gonna kill you.
Do it.
No, you wanted that. I'm gonna threaten to kill you, and I'm not gonna follow through on it.
Oh,
Anti-art
I'm gonna-
again.
I'm gonna NTR you out of death. Okay, so, wait, Rose, what was the question again? I spaced out.
damn it.
Oh, wait, yeah, right. What's fun about SPNati for us?
Call this episode just fucking train wreck.
We're gonna put I'm gonna put SPNati in quotation marks this episode because of how off topic we get.
Hey, listen, we talked about SPNati a lot. Anyway, back to answering the question. What I find a lot of fun about SPNati is I just really like the community personally. As I met a lot of good friends here. and just write. It was really nice to get to write characters more and also see tits. So, those are always nice things, I think. Also, I got to try and get people into Road Trigger. But we watched like one episode of the stream, and then we never watched another one because life kicked me in the dick. Okay, so who else gonna talk? Or
Who didn't answer you?
everyone, but me. And Napsu. Why are we counting Napsu? She's not here.
We really should have like an established order for these.
Just answer the question, Yuri.
All right. I think it's good. That's why.
Thanks,
I like
Frost.
my crossover dialogues.
Well, I like it. I mean,
I think it's really accessible and good and fun and
that's true.
And good.
And good and fun. And
that's my
did we
thoughts.
mention good yet?
Shut up.
I
What
love
about
you.
you, SPNati?
It's a fun way to sort of like interface with a bunch of like franchises that you probably wouldn't have otherwise. Just having to like write in that character's voice and kind of form a unique opinion on all this like weird shit that like breaks the rules of their universe.
Do crackers even expire?
Yes, crackers expire.
Really? Okay, I have to look for the best before date then, because I think this has been here for a while.
Yeah, just what I was saying, tits, and especially butts. Whenever you get that pose, it's just like, this game's going all the way. Yeah, but other than that, it's just I think there's a lot of like shows and games that I got into because of SPNati, and I wouldn't have otherwise. So it's just fun to kind of keep up with that, and it's always going to surprise you with something new to work with, whether it's just a new character to interact with, or like a new mechanic, or just even like a new feature that gets added to the character editor. Like there's always stuff happening with this game. It's not like some kind of Patreon game where you have to wait like 2 months for the creator to do anything. Like there's always something going on here because there's like 20, 30 people working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's always exciting to wake up and see what's happening next.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it.
What about you, Jojo?
No, SPNati pretty much said everything I want to say, except, like, I guess now I can assemble the waifu gauntlet, and nowhere else could I have done that.
Yeah, it's not like you can look up the characters or anything. Like
I can't make them interact in my weird fanfiction crack pairings.
Yes, you can. Just pay me money.
Yeah, I did that already.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm sorry you gave me a fandom I don't know.
That's fine. I really don't care about how long it takes, as long as it takes.
Yeah, so really my answer is just the butt poses.
Well, true man of culture.
Because you never expect it, and when, like it's sort of just it's because of the scarcity of them. Like you don't expect butts from Kisake.
They just come at you.
Pokemon.
And when they finally when you finally see one, it's like it's like a piece of treasure.
I'm imagining this is like like Quint's monologue from Jaws about the sharks. That's what I'm picturing here. Is a grizzled SPNati saying this in a similar manner.
I'm looking at Jolene's butt right now.
Of course.
Man of culture.
It's pretty good.
Haru has a really nice butt. Anyway, next question. If
Haru's butt formed the new meta. I used it as a model for Maya's and Jura's new butts.
All right. So,
did you just try to read the question? Are you
if
trying
someone
to
gave you a
NTR me?
document with every character strip sequence and special characteristics in it for you to add to your character, would you use it?
This.
I can't believe this.
Yeah, can you answer the question?
I'm pretty sure Superfluous wrote this because that's basically what he's working on.
Wait, really? What is it? What's that?
I think it's just like a template for all the must target stuff.
I thought we already had one of those, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's not like it's kind of all over the place.
I don't understand the question.
I said this the other day, but it's gotten to the point where there's so many characters that have unique stuff worth targeting that I don't think you're really expected to get to all of them anymore. Like when I started this game, there were like way fewer characters, and way fewer of them did like anything in like particularly visually noteworthy.
Yeah.
And now there's a ton of them that do.
I wish there wasn't so many like every stage must targets too, like Amy's thing or
That's the one thing in SPNati that that just brings me no joy. It's nothing but a chore.
Like I think like one really crazy thing happening, like for example, Jin's dick glows when he comes. That's one thing. And you don't even have to target it if you don't. Maybe you're just used to it. I really like Q's response to a person, and she's like, "Oh, how come he gets to eat glow sticks?" I'll reply to that someday.
There are times where it's like it happens every stage and it doesn't bother me because it's done in a way that like I can think of a couple different ways to deal with it.
Yeah, Amy firing a gun every round. You run out of ways to be startled that a gun is being fired.
Yeah, but like...
Oh yeah, every single one of my characters, like, they're shocked at first, and then by the end, they're just like, oh, Amy's shooting again.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Be tooting. By God, be shooting.
Like with Shimakaze catching on fire and exploding and stuff, it's like by the end when she has the big explosion, everyone's just like, what was... Oh, it's just Shimakaze again.
Yeah. It's... Yeah, it's pretty much...
I think people use it as a crutch for like as a replacement for a personality sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
it's an easy way to be interesting.
It also kind of detracts from the game, and like, what if you wanted to target that character's sequence in a way, like it kind of forces you, it railroads you into targeting it in a specific way, like Chiaki. An example from a character that I've written is like Chiaki and Maya. They have interactions where like if they'll talk about video games and Maya just doesn't get it, and like we can do that because Maya's sequence is normal, and so there's a bajillion different ways and lines you can write to Maya. Contrast that with someone
at one point, when do targets to must targets starts to sound like generic targeting? Like everyone's like, "Oh, you're shooting gun again, huh?" Like, it's just
but with a character that's a must target on every stage, like Amy, you can't really have that interaction that you have like between other characters.
Yeah, because you have the elephant in the room, basically.
Yeah, it's like you can't talk about like if I'll bring up Cammy because it's getting changed, and I thank God, but I'm not a religious man. Cammy is a character. Cammy's a character that had a must target on every stage. They're getting rid of that, and now I think that'll be I think Cammy will be much more interesting because you'll be able to target her sequence in a way that you want to.
You can just make conversation with her now.
Yeah, like there are some characters for which it does actually genuinely make sense, but in the case of Cammy, it more just felt like it was just there, and it didn't really add anything to the character. It just sort of like happens.
I do hope they keep the Jury and Chun-Li interactions, though. I did like
Chun-Li.
this.
Oh, for sure. That something.
I'll kill myself in the
Anyway, Cammy's got a nice ass. I'm looking at her butt pose.
Yeah, of course you are.
I think I probably used the document if somebody gave it to me. Napsu's,
I don't fully understand the question, honestly.
Napsu's response was no, it's too much work. I personally, if somebody gave me a document...
Because what I thought they meant was if someone wrote you a character with special, like, character-specific theme, you had to make them. So I completely had a different answer ready.
I think it's a list of every character and their potential gimmicks and what weight and order their clothing is in, so you can target things without having to go into their Git files all the time.
Both of you two assume I can read.
I do question why Chun-Li has such a hard time removing her leotard.
I feel like I'd rather get context from someone's dialogue files anyway than from a document. But I can see why it would be useful for people who are just trying to like speedrun targeting, if they're doing big bulky targeting rather than. Generally, I will just like see something and then be like, "Oh, I can write a joke about this."
Well, I'm certainly.
See, I like
the guy who likes
when
to
I do
speed run
targets. When I do targets, I really like to be more intimate with it. I really like to go. I like to play a game with the character first and stuff. That's why it takes me so long to do Jin. I have like this kind of ritual I set up and stuff. That sounds really weird. I put a lot of time
get
into
baked,
the
right?
targets specifically.
And then you just get baked when you want to write Jin?
No.
She gets smashed,
that was only for his generics and also targeting Moon.
She gets smashed. She
That
prays to
wasn't
Jin in her little shrine.
But that wasn't done for the character. I just happened to be high as a kite when I went to write his dialogue.
Okay, by the way, my phone is at 37% since we're using it so I can hear you guys. So we
charge
might
it.
want to. Well, the thing is, my phone never charges unless it's at a 100% flat angle.
Well,
What?
put it at a flat angle and talk over it. Like I do
Then I
that.
have to get off my bed.
So
I don't wanna
basically,
do
you're
that.
lazy.
Yeah, like I diagnose you with lazy syndrome.
All right.
So-
Anyway, have you all answered the question?
Johan, it's
How many
International
people
Women's
who
Day, and
aren't
you
on
won't
the
take this extra
Discord-
step to allow these women to give their voices.
Yeah, like,
How many people who aren't on the
Who aren't
Discord,
on the Discord
do you think listen to the podcast? Fuck you.
absolutely zero.
I can guarantee
I think
at
we're
least
just in
one.
an echo
I can
chamber.
guarantee one. I can guarantee one.
They're
Your
lucky
roommates?
to hit like 10 upvotes, so I don't think the number is that high.
I can guarantee one person. Fun story. So I was on Omegle.
And someone
And-
recognized you.
No, I was talking and stuff. We were talking just randomly, and then like they asked what because I was saying, oh, I'm only on Discord really for like one really big thing that I work on this game. They asked me about it, so I told them it's called SPNati. And I was gonna just not say anything. They're like, oh my god, you work on SPNati, and I was like, fuck. They recognize it. Abort. And then basically I was like, oh yeah, no, we do. She's like, oh yeah, I play the game all the time. And I was like, oh, cool. And I like kind of talked about the stuff that I done for it. And she's like, there's a fucking podcast. I'm going to listen to it. And so now she listens to it, I think.
Hooray!
All right.
So
Hi, person.
random user on
Also,
Omegle.
I also
goes out
suck
to you.
tits, so
Of course you did.
anyway, you hit me up in DMs. You know who you are.
Natsu's answer was probably tens, ? Part of it is just branding. This is like a fan site and it's fun, but it's not got content people can't find elsewhere, like spoilers or upcoming characters. It's worth doing for fun, though.
Well, we could spoil some stuff.
Yeah.
Natsuki actually does have a dick. She's just really good at tucking.
I'm naked right now.
I'm in Spinon's closet right now. I can see him.
I've been eating.
Zuj is in the closet.
I've been eating sour jelly beans for the last 40 minutes because I normally skip dinner to record these.
I'm also skipping dinner right now because there's pizza upstairs for me. I could have gotten pizza, but I love you guys too much for that. So instead, I'm eating an entire box of crackers for my dinner.
Expired
Loudest
crackers.
possible food.
I was eating wagon wheels earlier. They're
Fuck it, I haven't
Like
eaten
the pasta?
I haven't
No.
eaten wagon wheels in at least 11 years.
They were on sale in Lidl.
I haven't eaten a wagon wheel in like easily 11 years.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't eaten one in
Yuri,
ages.
have you answered the question?
How many people who aren't on Discord do you think listen to the podcast? Like I said, probably very few.
Yeah.
Slim to none.
I know that there is.
How much does the wants/requests of the non-Discord
We're
player
not
base-
done, fucker.
I know. Wait, aren't we done? I thought you answered it already.
No, because I have more.
I do think we kind of aim these podcasts at the Discord users because we kind of talk about things that casual listeners might not understand.
Well, I mean, it's just for fun, really. It's not like we're a news site. Like,
I mean, it's
Like-
episode 23, so we kind of assume a lot that you know what SPNati is at this point.
you better.
But
fucking want-
that said,
Every episode
there
is someone's first.
There was a
If
guy.
this is your first episode, you're a cunt.
There was a
Jeez.
guy on the
Go back and watch the
subreddit.
last 22.
There was a guy on the subreddit that messaged me once asking about the podcast. And the fact
Oh yeah,
that he messaged
What was
Hey.
his
me,
user-
I can't remember. It
what was
was
his
like
URL?
Don't dox him.
it was like 6
What was
or
his
7.
URL?
was like 6 or 7 months ago. Fuck off. I'm not going to scroll through my inbox.
Well, it was probably the guy who went to me, and then I sent him to you.
And yeah, it was probably him. But the fact that
he also sent me a dick pic later on in the conversation, so avoid him.
Yikes.
It was like because we were talking. He asked me about the podcast. I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't do it anymore."
Go back 22 episodes. Listen to the very first one so you can get the full lore. All right, you can
don't
hear.
Listen to the first episode.
I was there. Zuja was there. You can
Someone
hear me
else
talk.
was there.
You can hear me talk about how I was working on a character called Jura.
Wasn't Faros there too? I think Faros.
Yeah, he was.
Nice. I remember.
So yeah, the fact that they messaged me on the Reddit instead of on the Discord makes me think that they're not a Discord user.
No, I mean,
Anyway.
I also did just directly give him your Discord, your Reddit, like URL. Like, oh, just go message this guy about podcast stuff.
How much does the wants or requests of non-Discord players base play into your decisions when writing a character?
Absolutely none of it. Fuck it. I don't care what they want. I don't care what anyone wants. I'm joking.
I don't think I particularly cater to people on the Discord. If I did, I'd make Fire Emblem and Danganronpa characters.
I mainly make what I want, and like if I get feedback and stuff, and like people enough push, like saying, "Oh, hey, do this instead," I would probably do it. But like most of the feedback has been people's praising Jin and people in reacting in absolute horror with Kira. So I think I've gotten the response I was hoping for.
Are you, Yuri?
I generally try to provide the content that I think people want. You know, if I
just want any content at all, Yuri.
Yeah, I mean, usually I will not like go for pandering over like quality or anything, but I will generally try to listen to the wants of the general public. It's why I had polls about Q content when she was being sponsored. It's why I cut the apparently abhorrent potential new Gwen model after
I loved
visceral pushback.
I loved it. It was
No,
so good.
I got a lot of I'm gonna be real with you, Yuri. I got a lot of messages about that model. People telling me, I really hope she doesn't scrap it because people are being so brutal about it. I got a lot of people who
I love it so much. It's such a good model.
Yeah, I honestly like the Gwen model too.
I liked it, but I like in the past tense. I feel like I don't really like it as much in hindsight.
I think the costume is definitely an upgrade, though.
Yeah, the costume improved. I mean, the problem was mostly with the hair and face. The hair definitely could be better, and the face evidently also was not right for anyone. Well, for some people, but not for. The point is, I don't want to put out content that's that. Yeah, like that. But that said, I do like not everything is going to be totally based on the whims of the community. Obviously, I'm going to be writing things the way that I want them, and developing like sprites and stuff the way that I want it to look. But I will generally look for feedback on whether it actually works. But like for Q, obviously, I ended up not doing most of the stuff from the feedback poll. What people wanted was not what I wanted at all. And in the case of 2B, I am specifically going in the opposite direction of what people would generally expect for the character, in the hopes of just sort of being like, hey, sometimes what you want isn't actually what you want.
I think I'm gonna get on this fucking 2B project with you, and you're gonna get away with not including a single ass pose. You're sorely fucking mistaken.
There will be no buts. Yeah,
Yuri. All I want is for you to push some content of any kind, really.
Yeah, well, it's happening eventually, someday.
Erica, when?
She gave you Hanako. back in December. Isn't that good enough?
Yeah.
That's
And
not
Akko
Erica.
is coming soon.
Excuse me, this is International Women's Day, and you are not giving her the proper leeway
So
she
fuck
needs.
you. I'm a woman, and so is
Internal
Erica.
misogyny.
She's disrespecting both of us.
Zuja.
That's true, Yuri. It's International Women's Day, and you need to let Zuja. You need to put a little more effort into this.
Wow, you mansplaining? Thank you.
I needed a strong mansplain International Women's Day.
I need a strong white male to come and help me
You do well.
all the time.
It's the white man's burden.
So yeah,
God.
you want
Okay.
sandwich, sir?
By the way, Natsu's note was, I don't even think the Discord users' wants are very important. Make content that makes you happy and other people like it too.
Yeah, I mean,
Next
obviously,
question is:
you
would
shouldn't be
collaborate on a
Hold-
character?
Holy
Dude,
shit!
fuck on. I have thoughts to say.
I haven't even gotten to answer
I
yet.
have thoughts to say. I would agree that prioritizing what you want to make. Obviously, don't make a character that you don't like, because that's insane. That's what a crazy person does.
Do what I did and make Kira.
But also be aware that you are creating content for a game, so like for public consumption. So whilst obviously creating stuff that you like is important, be aware that you also do have an audience that you need to keep somewhat happy and not annoy with your terrible decisions. Or at the very least, if you are making a character solely for your own self-indulgence, be prepared emotionally and physically for backlash inevitably if you are not gonna budge on things that people want you to budge on. Which, yeah, I mean, we're not.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're having a bit of a laugh there, but like there have been examples of people doing.
I know.
Yeah, I'm saying for the benefit of the audience, not for you. You obviously talking about. But there have been examples of passion projects that people have refused to budge on when it's not really been the best for broad appeal, but they have also wanted the characters to have broad appeal and kind of fallen into that sort of, well, why do people not like this character when they don't want to compromise their own artistic vision? Basically, you have to be prepared to sell out.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, honestly, it sets a bad precedent.
Oh, God.
So, SPNati, what are your thoughts on this?
What was the question again?
How
do you
much
care
does
about
the
what other
wants-
people think?
How much do the wants, requests, and
Ever?
Discord
No.
player base play into your decisions when making a character or writing a character?
I kind of said already that I don't think I particularly pander to the people on the Discord. Other than that, like you generally you want to maintain good relationships with them so you can collaborate and kind of write targeted lines and stuff. Other than that, I just try to make my characters generally appealing.
Also, you don't want to cause
I don't
too
really
much.
go for anyone's what.
Oh, you don't want to cause too much trouble though, because then there'll be a panic in the Discord.
God
Get out
fucking
of my
damn it.
fucking house.
For a second, I thought you had
generally-
like a legitimate point to raise, and you were interested in talking to me. But no, it's just a fucking Panic at the Disco joke.
No, I'm just
Thanks,
a piece of
Suja.
shit.
Thanks.
I'm just a piece of shit.
I think that basically, when it comes down to it, the wants and requests play little. I will write the characters. I will make the characters I want to make, and I will actively go out and seek feedback. But
I don't think the Discord users are particularly demanding for how you should treat it, what you should do with a character.
Non-Discord
Generally,
players,
like people who haven't really seen how the development cycle works tend to be a little more demanding because they don't quite get just how demanding it is sometimes developing characters. There will generally be that sort of perception that it is easier than it actually is.
Oh,
But, like, if somebody from the non-Discord, it's hard for me to
like it's
to
only on the
fulfill-
Discord that you really get feedback. So
Yeah,
it might be
that's
just
exactly
an
it.
unconscious process where you're
if
responding to that feedback. They're the only people that are giving any feedback.
somebody messaged me on the Reddit, like with
yeah, a lot of Reddit messages.
Me, I do not. If somebody messaged me on the Reddit and asked me about like if they had like feedback from my characters, I'd treat them the exact same way I'd treat anybody who messaged me on the Discord about my characters.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. I think it's because Reddit's more where the casual fans are and stuff. We're just kind of wanting like quick updates and stuff, and to see a titty sometimes. 4chan is for the people we don't really want. That will probably get banned from the Discord.
I've only ever gotten like at max maybe 15 comments on any of my sub posts, because the other half of them are mine responding to them. So it's like, there's not a whole lot of feedback going on there that for me to really care about.
Because everyone who's gonna give feedback, it's not so much the only people in Discord or who give feedback on Discord. It's that everyone who would give feedback moved to the Discord because they knew it's so much easier to get feedback and to give feedback there instead of like a thread or something. It's direct, instantaneous messaging. But oh god, I almost choked on cracker. You almost heard my live death.
Like ACO, the ACO threads, like they're just general SPNati threads, and people can say anything about anything. It's not particularly focused.
I mean, usually it's just shit talking.
It's pretty rare that someone is going to mention your character specifically and like, I wish they did this. It's like, I don't think that's really ever happened to me.
The only time
and whenever they wish for something, it is usually something terrible.
Oh man, I wish we could. I'm not gonna finish the sentence.
I can't wait for the anonymous feedback bowl where you can just air out all your dirty laundry.
Oh, I have so much stuff ready specifically for all of Yuri's characters. I'm gonna tear her apart.
All of my one characters.
Hanako counts. She's
barely.
Did
you say she's alive?
She has Q, and then she has the burnt half of Hanako.
Oh, that's not even wrong.
Because Yuri left her on the grow too long because she fucking fell asleep or some shit.
Alright.
I'm more insulted by the insinuation that I'm physically capable of sleeping. It's almost 3 a.m. right now.
Oh my god, are you okay, Yuri? Yuri?
Well,
okay?
yeah, I just said I'm physically incapable of sleeping.
I believe that we're all making Yuri stay up late on this International Women's Day because we keep going
as if she's not going to stay up until 6 in the morning anyway. Singing Jonas Brothers to me in a private call to piss her.
You collaborate on a character with a person brand new to the Discord / making a character.
That's how I got started. I kind of went in and was like, wow, this is a thing. I want to make a character. And then I was like, oh, hey, then I first was directed to Yuri because she had a Valentine model, and then I didn't know how to use Kisuke. I was like, I'm scared. And then Yuri was like, okay, I'll just remake the model at some point. And then a year passed. Anyway, and then I met Zeus, and basically it was like immediately he was like, oh, sure, I'd love to make a character with you, person I just met 3 minutes ago. And like, I wasn't proven at all. No one knew who the fuck I was. It's not like Dor really could vouch for me. She was also brand new. I was just some chick who just showed up and was like, yo, what's up? I want to make a really obscure character who's a guy. So yeah, I would 100%, if someone had a character that they wanted to make and stuff, and they were brand new, they just showed up, I would 100% collaborate with them. No questions asked.
I would ask
as long as it's a character I like.
Yeah, I would ask several questions because I've been burned before.
Same.
What do you mean?
But you know what I mean.
You mean how I'm waiting for your fucking projects, Yuri?
No.
Oh, that's not what she means.
Oh, oof. Oh no, oof.
That's
yeah.
the sound of Zuja's last 3 brain cells finally working together.
I have 3.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, if it gave me shit, I'd tell them to fuck off.
Generally, I'd say I wouldn't really make the mistake again of collaborating with someone that I've seen nothing out of. I mean, if they have shown a competence for posing or modeling or writing or whatever, then absolutely I would.
Let's just say that's the biggest mistake Yuri has ever made.
To be fair, that's I'm a writer, so I don't really have to worry about like giving my stuff and then just fucking off. I get the stuff given to me and then I finish it. If they hand me a bunch of bullshit, I'm just gonna tell them no. I'm not writing for this shit.
Yeah, like
I feel like I'm popular enough to be able to say no.
I wouldn't really jump into a collaboration with someone that I don't really know.
Almost jumped into a collaboration with me. Actually, you did several times. Still haven't finished them.
That's because I know you.
Do you?
I assume so.
What if I told you my name isn't actually Zuja?
Well, yes, I know that.
Oh, God, I'm joking.
So, Napsu's note is it's 5 words, and they're the best 5 words I've ever read. Sure, if they're not stupid.
I read them first.
Sometimes it's not really apparent just how stupid they really are, the depths of their stupidity.
To be fair, you can always end a collab anytime you want.
Sometimes you're subjected to them for a whole year.
Sometimes you hand them a model.
Can we not move on? Sometimes you hand them a placeholder model, and then they just use placeholder model rather than like taking it as an example like it was supposed to be.
Sometimes you hand them a model, and then they get banned for being a school shooter.
Oh yeah, that happened.
And then you hand the model off again.
Right,
and get to it
hand them a model,
give
and
them size 13 tits.
A size 13 tits
and
and
a
standing
butt pose.
hago and the worst butt pose ever
Photoshopped
created.
butt pose with her hips missing.
See, that's why I'm glad I'm not an artist. You guys have this problem as artists.
I also haven't learned. If a stranger walked up to me and asked me for help, I'd do it. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Okay, but
I'll help someone. I'll help someone. But I wouldn't like.
I haven't even been burned by this personally, and my answer is still no.
Well,
that's because you don't collab with anyone.
This is like some job interview shit. Like, can I see your prior work here?
You don't play well with others.
Are you capable of doing anything by yourself? Why should I trust you?
If somebody messages me and said, I want to write a character and I'm willing to put in the effort and I'm willing to pose them, I'll make them a model.
Say that. Anyone can say that.
I know.
See, like, can't say that's so much easier for me as a writer because I'm usually the last step. Like, so I don't have to worry about giving my fully written character to someone and then them shitting out a horrible model. And even if they do that, if that does happen, you know what I can do? I can just say, fuck you, it's cancelled. You just wasted my life, piece of shit.
Taking your ball and leaving.
Well, no, if they're gonna
I'm going home.
If I put in my effort, if I put my heart and soul into a character, and they just take out their dick and slap me in the face with it, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be like, no, fuck you. You come into look at how they massacred my boy. Or girl, depending on who we're making.
Well, it is International Women's Day.
Well, yeah, but I haven't made any female characters.
What is your favorite channel on any
In fact, you've made a character that's killed 48 women.
Yeah, that's hey. He only cares for he doesn't kill men because men get killed enough. So
nah, that ain't it, Chief. What's your favorite channel on any of the many SPNati related Discords or other community centers?
Maya.
I really like the mod chat. I wish I could go into mod chat.
Yeah, mod chat is also my favorite. It is my favorite.
Mod chat is just a Nazi shrine.
I think my not with me in there. It's pure communism all the way down.
Welcome to the extremism podcast.
I'm just
never said it's extremism. It's just softcore communism for the kids.
Softcore. As opposed to so no penetration.
It's coffee shop.
No, wait, so no penetration, right, Yuri?
Well, no, on screen.
Well, yeah, that's what softcore means.
I think my second favorite channel is probably the meme dump because everyone posts really relevant memes that they actually think through before they post. So we never have to talk to anyone about it.
It never causes any issues.
And they never just screenshot the full like video from a YouTube meme compilation, not even like cropping out all the white space around it and like the channel watermarks.
and they never
the
post
scroll bar.
anything controversial. Never, not once.
I've never seen really bad fucking memes ever.
Politics, never, not once. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, politics.
I love it.
Can we talk
Or
about
just
how
meme-
old Yuri is to be
memes in
calling it
other-
meme dump? Because it's been meme purgatory for like a year.
Was it ever called meme dump? I don't remember it
Yeah.
ever being called anything other than meme
Yeah.
purgatory.
It used
I
to be
was
meme
here-
dump.
I was here from the very start. I was here day one.
Weren't you at some point the only mod?
She was here for SPNati early access.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was the third person to join the Discord server, and then for
Really?
a prolonged time, and for a prolonged time, I was the.
That's the only
Only
reason she was a
moderator.
mod.
Wow.
I like to think that I'm also.
Imagine a world where Yuri's the only mod.
We had
Oh,
that
I
for
would
like 6
Discord-
months,
I
Discord
fucking lived.
survived.
and there was this
so-
guy. There was this guy that I couldn't ban because mods didn't have banning powers because the old admin
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
trust us.
Wasn't he?
So there was-
Wasn't he named after a state in the States that should belong to Canada?
Yeah, and there was some guy that I had to kick like 7 or 8 times, and he never got the message, and he kept coming back, and we couldn't ban him.
Why should Alaska belong to Canada?
Because where else are we going to put our
Cool.
fucking polar bears? We have so many of them. You have to put our polar bear
We
on
bought
somewhere.
Alaska from Russia because Canada wasn't even a real country by that point.
Fuck you.
So Napsu's no on the favorite channel is general safe for work. The other stuff is too naughty for a delicate person like me.
Didn't fun fact, NMAS shared a screenshot in which she swore in it in one of our servers. So we all now know that Napsu's capable of swearing. I'm gonna.
Well, Napsu said that he just wanted
Um,
Napsu to come in here and derail the whole podcast by yelling racial slurs.
As if she actually doesn't. Didn't he say that she blushes if she says the word masturbation? Like, this is the woman who's writing streaming Chan.
Who has a line to Jura about girls in high rises getting paid to have guys stab them and fuck the wounds.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold up now.
Yeah,
1 second.
yeah, that's in there.
What?
Play her with Jura and you might see it.
I'm fucking.
It's the edgiest line.
Both of you too soon. I play with Jura.
So Spinanon and I have answered that question before as well. The favorite channel.
Really? What is it? What was the answer?
I believe Spinadon's is Spinati General.
No,
No,
that
this
was
is
that was,
May's-
that was in the social
Oh,
server
jeez.
specifically.
I
If we're
think I
counting the
might-
dev
Oh.
server, if we're counting the
Really?
dev server, then it's Maya's channel, obviously.
I think I might have lost something.
Are you okay? Really? What did you lose?
Oh
It's
no,
Erica, I'm gonna fucking kill
Your
you.
innocence,
no. I think I might have lost my
integrity.
remake of. No,
Pardon?
I know from Yandere Simulator the.
Oh yeah,
the-
somebody in the dev server
bad
is
game.
talking about maybe working on the Yandere.
Yeah, I just got a message from some rando saying, "Hey, do you want to do you have the art assets for that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have the code I can send you, or I can do art assets if you provide some evidence of writing.
Oh, nice.
I will collab if you can prove you are worthy. Worthy,
Am I worthy, Yuri? Am I worthy?
Yeah, I trust you.
Okay.
So
No,
I've personally answered the favorite channel question before.
Answer
I've
it
got
again,
a ton of them.
coward. Answer it again, coward.
Okay, geez. I don't know, card games on motorcycles because Yu-Gi-Oh is one of my favorite hobbies. I also like.
So,
PC
what is
cards.
the best line you've written for a Spinati character?
I believe you've done this.
I've written a lot of lines and I can't remember all of them.
Napsu's notes, the Natsuki Daddy lines. When Sakura and Sabrina are out, they have fun interviews with Streaming Chan.
Nice. My favorite line: all of the target dialogue towards Moon from Jin. Just all of it. Honest to God, just go play Moon and Jin right now. You will not regret it.
What about you, Yuri?
Hold on, I got distracted trying to find my stuff.
Are you okay?
But
Yuri?
what was the question?
What was
favorite
the
line you've
the
written?
best line you've written for a Spinati character?
Oh, the best line. Okay, the best line I've written is one that's not in the game yet. But for the work in progress character Gavril, there's like one
Oh,
line to
boy.
Marinette that I thought was a really, really clever like bilingual pun in French. So I guess you'll see
What
that
is
at
it?
some point.
Say it.
Is
Hmm?
it is it something based on cunnilingus?
No,
What is it? Tell me it. I want to know.
I think I've posted it before, but it can be a nice surprise for when she's released.
You have to answer the question, Yuri.
I'm not going to debase myself by speaking French.
I
Do it,
think
coward.
that my favorite line...
I'm only fluent in French. I totally won't judge you.
I think the only line that I've... my favorite line is probably anyone from Kamina.
Oh, yeah, basically.
Because
Kamina was fun. Can't believe you broke the rules for no self-insert, though.
I mean, if anybody... my personality exists to rebel against authority and bring hope to people, so... Can you really not believe it? Kamina is pretty much the one character that I'm, 100% happy with how they are in game.
I'm glad.
I'm very happy with how Kamina is. He's really well written.
Thanks.
Okay. SPNati? Oh, wait, you already answered. So,
I have many lines, and I'm struggling to remember any of them. I guess that doesn't reflect well on my actual ability.
There's so many. How can a new creator who's enthusiastic make the most impact? It feels hard to break into the in-group. Honestly.
What the fuck are you on about? You skipped a question.
Did I? Oh, what was the problem with your first SPNati character that you fixed for your second?
Damn it. This is why I'm the host.
No, you're the host because I fucking was dying. Anyway, I think I actually went backwards. Because my first character was really spot on. And then I was like, you know what we need? What is he, almost 40 years old or 30? Late 30s for sure. We need an almost 40-year-old serial killer who wants to fuck hands. That's what we need. So yeah. So I went from making one of my proudest characters, probably one of the best characters I'll ever make, to a mistake. To Kira, who I regret every day. But also, I'm glad to be fair, he got what he wanted. He wanted to fuck over Joe Turkujo, and he did.
Kira won!
Kira won! Soon, I'm gonna get them cold from the game with Kira alone. I'm joking, I don't think that would work out. Anyway, Yuri may answer the... What were you? What was your thoughts on that? You never released a second character.
My problem with Q, I think, was that I released her into the wild. So I corrected that by never doing anything again. And now no one can be underwhelmed by the hype, because that's the thing. I hyped up Q quite a bit, but she didn't really have much staying power. She sort of, people were excited at first, and then after a few months she was forgotten about. So
because you didn't update her.
By constantly hyping things. I'm updating her now.
Yeah, a year later.
I'm trying to import an image, and it's being bad and not working.
Get better internet.
No, I'm trying to import one with the character editor in PSK.
Get better internet.
You chungus.
Fucking what?
You chungus. I feel like it was quite self-explanatory, being honest.
No. I understand what you said, but fuck you. So yeah.
Right.
But I think I do have some actual things that I fixed.
No, you don't. You've never released another character. Coward.
Yes, but there are ones that I'm fixing in.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you.
You should or will be sorry. When I
is this a threat or a promise?
Both.
Nice.
Yeah, I got good, so some of the characters maybe almost look better now, almost. And I've also stopped just doing all the lines in a big mash, so now I sort of phase them in so that the characters' sort of mood actually changes across the course of the game. And a lot of the changes are more just from experience. They're just little touches rather than
what?
Rather than big sudden revelations, or maybe they just seem that way.
Maybe big revelation.
All right, SPNati, what about you?
I don't know. I feel like I don't fall into this little paradigm very closely. I feel like I made a lot of the same mistakes with Jura that I did with Maya, as far as like I didn't know a whole lot about Kisuke at the time, and I was still using a template, which kind of fucked over some of like the posing and the file names and just lots of weird technical details with the character editor that aren't all that interesting. Yeah, just small stuff like that. I do think that like Maya's first draft kind of fell into like the Jane Doe syndrome because she was very stoic, and I wasn't sure how to like make that interesting at the time. And Jura is not stoic, is very talkative. So I think I at least improved that, whereas like people didn't really have any criticisms of her writing as far as like being interesting. So I guess I could say that, but that was just because it was easier to get right the first time.
Hey, the Echo thread died, Span, just so you know.
Pour one
Yeah, I
out.
knew that. It's been dead for a few days now.
Yeah, maybe it's because we stopped talking about you-know-who.
Well, actually, he was posting right up till the end there. That was the giant like 60-post argument that killed it in one day when I thought it was going to last a few more weeks.
I don't really participate. Yeah, I'm Johan now. I don't really participate in the Echo that much because, I don't know. I just don't. There's really nothing for me to post there, so I don't know.
Well, I'll make a new thread soon enough. I just like to give him like a week or so in between, just a little break.
Jin on the in the preview for it.
What?
Put Jin in the preview for it, or like.
Oh, I never put any male characters.
Coward. No, I'm joking.
I'm trying to win people over, so I want just 4 big titty girls.
Fine, I'll give Jin big tits.
Do it.
Metaton Jin.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Generally, I put characters in that I like.
The best part of a girl is her dick.
Now, I do like Jin on the grading scale of like male characters, but I'm trying to immediately appeal to like
I know
horny anonymous users here, so I want to make it 4 girls.
Well, I mean,
yeah. So Natsu's note on things she fixed for her second was Kizuna was flawless, and with great humility, I added flaws to streaming Chan like typos so I wouldn't overshadow and mess with my characters.
I fucking see. This is why I wanted Natsu on the podcast.
I know.
So how can a new creator who's enthusiastic?
Oh god damn it! I have to answer too.
I know. That's why I do it every time. I'm just fucking with you.
Hate me?
Yeah, maybe. I'm joking. I love you. That's why I bully you.
So I think that I had an issue with writing Rinka, that a lot of her lines felt very porn parody-esque. And I might have resolved that issue too well with Chiaki, because I've gotten complaints that she's not sexual enough. So
that's true. Also, her Renka's epilogue, you improved that.
That's true. I intend to go back.
Beach.
You hate me. I intend to go back in at some point.
Come on, don't make beach jokes. You're being coarse and rough and irritating.
I
do get everywhere. I get around.
Oh, we know. We've heard tales of your exploits.
Oh,
the bards will sing songs.
Oh man,
I intend to go back and maybe dial back a few of Rinka's more out of character over sexual lines, as well as maybe go and give Chiaki some more.
Oh
well.
Give her the soup.
I'd love to give Chiaki the sock.
No, the soup.
What's the difference?
I don't know what that means.
Isn't that just
the soup? The fucking the episode of the anime, the really shit anime.
Oh,
the soup.
Yeah.
Oh, soup.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I thought soup.
Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I might go back.
Hello, can you come over here? I need some help.
I might go back and add some more lines to Chiaki that make her more like probably curious, because she doesn't strike me as the like just sexual like type.
Oh, you don't know what she does in her bedroom.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
I don't. But so
I
those
she's a
was
are.
child of the internet.
I do. Intend
Well,
to
your
go back
your
and-
epilogue for her literally is just her, like just playing video games while you do sexual things. So.
Oh, yeah. The feeling
Well, yeah,
you'll
but that's
never-
good.
Fun fact: I met up with a Chiaki cosplayer because there was a convention not too long ago.
You get her to fall asleep sitting on your face.
Oh no! I mean, not
What's
entirely.
the fucking point?
Well, okay, I can't. I'm not going to talk about it here. That's way too NSFW.
This is a
I'm saying, like,
family.
How can a new creator who's
How can a
enthusiastic-
new creator get really into the? Okay, I'm sorry, Owen. Go ahead.
How can a new creator who's enthusiastic make the most impact? It feels hard to break into the in-group.
It really isn't that hard. I don't think. Not that I've noticed.
It's quite hard. I mean, some people have difficulty breaking in because we all know each other and they're new. But basically, I think the best thing to do is release a character or ask for advice on a model or just sort of like
Just
be
honest to God, I feel like we're really open. Like you guys,
Yeah, like,
accepted
just
me with
sort of-
open arms.
like
Remember
come
Thursday-
in and contribute something of value. Like there's no onus to like immediately be immediately produce content, and it doesn't have to
honestly-
be quality content. Like you just sort of come in and even discuss things. Like in general,
don't be
the people
a creepy
who,
weirdo.
yeah, like the people who have trouble breaking in generally are trying very hard to break in, but aren't really providing much about
like
the game itself.
it's a social server, yes, but above all, it's for SPNati. We're all blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. For the
Like-
most part, we're all creators for SPNati. Like, yeah, some people
Randos
aren't in
who
there.
have never touched the game don't really tend to integrate well because they have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. Like
Um,
honestly, like if to give an example, I feel like Thursday went from like why is her character emoting with his penis to like one of my best friends.
Yeah, like like there are people who have come in and sort of integrated really quickly. And I think
Like,
it's mostly just a matter of like don't try too hard. Just sort of like
go in
Yourself.
there.
be
Honestly, the best
friendly,
way-
but not too
best way-
friendly.
The best way to
Uh,
be popular is to just like really like show that you do care. Like for example, you put out a character, you start working on it. Okay, we'll all be interested. We'll be like, oh, okay, new creator. If someone gives you like, for example, if like someone gives you feedback and then you're me like, go fuck yourself, it's my character.
Yeah.
Then yeah, we're gonna make fun of you.
Well, even like Data, who joined us recently, didn't really start developing anyone until a couple of weeks or months in. He mostly just sort of came in, was friendly enough with people,
Yeah.
provided some feedback on some characters.
To
And,
be fair, he also came at a really opportune time because the other people we got were all fucking like.
well, yeah, I mean,
off.
but you know, he was just a
Shout out to
friendly
Beta.
guy who provided some, you know, his thoughts and opinions. He made a couple of like
He killed a horse.
incredibly funny memes, and I think
Killed a
that was
So yeah, the Tails Gets
Yeah.
Trolled memes starring
Yeah.
SPNati characters.
Wait, I
um,
didn't
Can I
actually
can
see
I
that.
can I sum up our advice for a bit? First is don't be
Sure.
a creepy weirdo.
Yeah, don't show us your
Um,
penis, okay? We don't want
yeah.
to see it.
Just because this is for a porno game doesn't mean we all want to like ERP.
yeah,
So don't do that.
Don't talk. Don't tell us when you're gonna go use the bathroom either. In detail.
Yeah, people like talking about their characters and the things that they've made. So please play SPNati and have opinions on it.
No, it's been. Don't be a child. Be
Yeah.
above the age of 18, but don't be too old. Don't be like.
If you don't
7
really
don't
care
be
about
72.
SPNati, then why are you in this server?
Yeah,
Like I think a lot of the people on the social server that they're just kind of annoying. It's because like in SPNati general, when we have conversations about the game, they have no opinion because they don't play it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, why are you even on the server?
don't harass me in my DMs.
Also, don't just like because we have a channel for character ideas, and generally a good character idea will be something that you've thought about and you sort of provide a bit of stuff about, like, I think they'd be good because such and such, but a bad character idea and a sort of bad contributor will be someone who just constantly comes in there with, like, half-baked ideas where they will just say the name of a character.
Didn't someone genuinely say Hank Hill for SPNati? Like, some guy just went in and was like, Hank Hill would be fun.
There have been a lot of, like, terrible ideas from randoms.
Yeah. Also, if you're gonna, like, give ideas, don't just drop an idea and fuck off. Don't be like, drop a picture of some character and, like, make her. Instead, be like, hey, would anyone like to help me make her? Like, there's so much difference between, like hey, I want to see her titty to, hey, I want to help create and mold her titty.
Like, if there's a character you want to see, you don't even necessarily, like, produce anything for them if you just want to coordinate some sort of effort. Like, NMASP didn't actually do anything for Natsuki. He just contacted some people he thought would
he did.
He did a couple of lines.
I think he writes for her mainly now.
Okay,
I think he's her main writer.
Yeah, I thought he just sort of got Hex and Underscore and was like, "Hey guys, do you want to do Natsuki?"
No, he was a part of that. He actually did.
He did help write lines.
He still does.
The point is, you can even, like, project management even is a skill that you can apply here. Like, you don't. I mean, it's good if you contribute, but you don't have to. And, like, you don't even have to contribute to character development. There are plenty of people who are just sort of hang around and are chill because they just have
13th Sector and Uzu.
Yeah, they just
have
going
down the list of people who
good
are
ideas.
online.
They just provide, suggestions that they.
Hey, Uzu, if you're watching this, when the fuck are you gonna give me those frost poses?
But we've got, like, tons of people who don't contribute to the game but are amazing members of the community, like Pharos and, like, A Second Glance. You don't have
I love Pharos.
But the essential thing is they actually provide. They do actually provide feedback and, like, engage with the game itself.
Yeah, especially once you've gotten, like, a character to testing or something, so you're a little bit further in. The best way to endear yourself to users and, like, the dev community is to target other people's characters.
That too, or even, like,
that really gets you on their good side, is for you to display a genuine interest in their characters that they've put all this work into.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Just say what you like about someone's characters, and they'll be like, "You're cool."
I remember when I started,
as long as you're not, like, weird about it.
Because obviously I was making, like, Maya from Vandred. No one's ever fucking heard of her. No one's seen the show. So, yeah, exactly. So I knew that, okay, I need to, like, throw out targeted lines to just fucking everybody, because that'll give them a reason to actually, like, give a shit about her. And now like, tons of characters target her. So, paid off.
And
because you have to extend that. You have to make yourself be like, okay, why should I, an established dev, care about your characters? Like, oh look, they're putting all this effort into it.
Nopsu's note was, talk to people known for making good content and try to target those characters. Make a good version of
talk to me.
Oh yes, Kira.
I thought you were about to start reading the next question, and I was just gonna fucking leave.
You wouldn't. I know.
What's the appropriate balance between making content that satisfies you as a creator and content that's geared towards a wider audience?
Naps says no. Make a good.
Didn't we already have this question?
Make a good version of a simple character. Try something new. Pick a project that's reasonable and reasonably sexualized. Nobody cares about your husbando if you don't make him approachable.
I'm just someone I think across the street is really loudly singing "Viva La Vida" by Coldplay.
Go join them after this episode is done.
Should I join? Should I go outside in the freezing cold and sing "Viva La Vida" with them?
It's the fucking best Coldplay song.
I think that because he looks like the kind of guy who might stab me, Johan.
And I gave the word.
You've been stabbed like 14 times. What are you worried about?
I'm trying to remember the Minecraft parody of that.
No!
Oh.
What's
the appropriate balance between making content that satisfies you as a creator and the content that's geared towards a wider audience?
Didn't we just have this question?
Yeah.
It's not all that different from, like, Discord and...
Okay, wait, okay, what's the question again? I wasn't paying attention.
What's the appropriate balance between making content that satisfies you as a creator and content that's geared towards a wider audience?
Only you can answer that.
Don't make a boring character who has no sexual interest in anyone because that's what you like. Instead, make a character that you like and you like making, but also make sure there's something for other people. Don't be me. Don't make Yoshikage Kira. Make someone more like Yuichi Jin.
Only you can define the appropriate balance because only you know what you were trying to get out of developing. I mean, we are all doing this for free, so clearly you're developing this because you are looking.
For a second, I thought you were saying only me specifically, me as a person. I'm the only one who can decide what's good or not.
No.
Yeah, that's you, of course.
You, the person listening, the girl reading this.
I'm reading it. Does that mean I can decide what's good or not? Am I God?
You are. Yeah, you are the sole arbiter.
That's a door.
Sue's note was, if I wanted to make stuff that was low-hanging fruit, I'd have made Aqua Konosuba. Generally, I like characters that are a bit satirical and farcical. Farcical. That's the word.
Farcical.
Oh, there's more. Streaming Chan is basically one long joke about Instagram influencers and capitalism. Kizuna has lots to say and doesn't repeat herself, but only targets things generally lacking in substance because she's there to play the game, not be a fan of characters in the way writers are.
Hey, I wanted to let you know, Johan, that you did in fact say that word wrong. It's farcical. Farcical.
Oh, god damn it, I did. Whatever. Sakura and
Sabrina, just in case people thought Johan would pronounce words right this episode, he won't.
Sounds like a you problem if you think that I'm going to change my ways. Sakura and Sabrina will be less memey in terms of concept, but Sakura's anime is ultimately a joke about idols, and Sabrina is a love letter to satanic panic. I'm almost certain that Sakura's head is going to fall off at some point in the game.
I hope so.
I did better, or I will be very disappointed.
Yeah. Skull fucking epilogue.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's not the response I was hoping for.
Can do.
Okay. Okay, Yuri. You know what? I'll let you have it. But we got to get to it first.
Oh god.
Okay,
no.
So...
Who is the deadliest member of the SPNati community?
Me. I am.
Well, Black has apparently actually killed a man, so...
Yes, in self-defense.
I'm unkillable.
With a knife.
Hey, okay. Everything that just comes back down to stabbing. A gun? That's just shooting a very tiny, weird-shaped knife at me. Bows?
What if I put you in an oven?
If you put me in an oven, well, the heat's just gonna stab my skin a lot, so... Fuck you, I'm unkillable. Because I can ration out everything to basically be a knife. This is the power of my stat.
What about poison?
That's not a knife. This...
Okay, I'm gonna level with you guys. I'm probably immune to poison, seeing as how I've eaten fucking the worst shit ever and have not died ever. I think my constitution's just 20. Constitution best stat. I'm unkillable.
This episode sponsored by Taco Bell.
How dare you imply that speed is not the best stat?
Okay,
speed is not like a Dungeons and Dragons stat.
Agility.
It's an RPG stat. More games than Dungeons and Dragons, though.
Dungeons and Dragons is the
only. She was talking about Constitution.
No, it's only D&D that uses stats. Nothing else for sure.
Hey, listen, you can put points into speed, or you can put points into Constitution and have the greatest country on Earth.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wouldn't you also want to have Canada?
The
greatest country on Earth.
Jokes about NMASP having 300. Napsu's notes says jokes about NMASP having 300 confirmed kills in an 8-pack go here. Improv B on banter.
NMASP is an ANCAP, so we better be deadly.
Just to say that Canada was voted #1 for countries ranked Canada ranked one out of all of the countries for best countries in the world for mental health, wellness, and happiness.
And you have a fucking leaf on your flag.
Yeah, so what? You have a bunch of stars and stripes. Shut up.
Well,
it doesn't even survive the winter.
Fuck you.
We ranked #1 for deaths by alcoholism.
We have stars on our flag.
Of course.
Stars survive for hundreds of millions of years.
Canada is the happiest country on Earth.
I thought it'd be one of those Nordic
America
ones.
has the most Spinati
No,
devs.
Iceland was only number 3. The second one was some country I never heard of called like Omaha in like the fucking Middle East.
Well, hey.
No.
Listen.
And number 1 was Canada. So fuck.
Listen, let's stop bickering about countries because
Canada.
It is International Women's Day.
Yeah. And
it's true.
but the best girl in the server comes from Canada.
Is
I
it
didn't know
Canadian?
that Dor was from Canada.
Dora
Same hat.
transcends this because she's God. We've established this.
Anyway,
she's no mortal.
God
She'll
is a
go to any
Canadian.
country that has vanilla soda.
Where does
real
I've never. Okay, I'm actually confused. I want to know. Is it like just vanilla soda, or is it soda with vanilla in it? Like, is vanilla soda on its own? Thing? I've never heard
She
of
puts
that.
vanilla in soda.
No, that's not what I meant. Like, what is it like? Fucking vanilla soda. What brand does that?
I think we call that cream soda over here.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, it's a cream soda.
Real shit, if all of the Spinati Discord members got into a fight, I think Wolfie would probably win on account of him being a real life fucking Viking.
Okay,
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be deadly. I think that Wolfie just incapacitates his opponents in like an honorable duel.
Like,
Can I just
is
say,
that like
can I
with
just
our
say something,
loadouts, or is that
Can I
bare
say
hand?
something? Wolfie has a fiance. He has something that he needs to live for. He's gonna be weaker because he's gonna be worried about that. So therefore, I would beat him because
a man with
everything to lose, or a man with nothing to lose.
I feel like we've had that exact debate on this podcast.
No, okay, but I know I'm the deadliest. I would kill everyone in the server if given
You'd
the
be able
chance.
to look me and Dora in the eye and kill us.
I feel like the deadliest.
I would make you fight me. I would make you fight
the
me
most
first.
people leave.
As an American, I would just bring a gun and win automatically.
I mean, really, with I have the most amount of banned users under my belt because for a period of time I was the designated executioner. So I feel like I'm the deadly.
You're built like a fucking stick man. I'd fucking push you over and you die.
Rude.
Because you don't get any sleep and from what I know, you eat only candy.
Yes, and sometimes grilled meats.
I'd sneeze near you and you'd stumble over and die.
Actually, I did make noodles with sweet chili sauce and some prawns in a stir fry.
I have a question. How many meals a day do you eat?
I don't really eat meals. I just sort of snack continuously.
Oh, same.
You're just gonna die. I'm sorry, but you're all weak compared to the goddess, the unstoppable killing machine that is Suja.
What's the next question?
Anyway, it's next question is. This is absolutely from Nopsu, by the way.
By Nopsu or for Nopsu?
Both.
It's clearly by Nopsu. She said it.
If you were to cosplay a Spinati character, who would you want to do? If not one of yours, which one? And since this was her question, let's read her note first. I just wrote this as an excuse to talk about cosplay. I like to do Kizuna, but I'm not satisfied with my figure yet because of the bare midriff. After the wedding diet pays off, maybe streaming chat would make me regret my life choices, and I'm not a regret person.
Okay, so I've actually cosplayed several characters off the roster before.
Really?
Do you want to know which ones? Okay, here I'll go through the roster and I'll point out each one I've cosplayed already. I have pictures. I'm not showing them to you because I'm self-conscious about my appearance. I have cosplayed Ochako. I've cosplayed. I've almost cosplayed Q. I've almost gotten paid enough for that, but then they bugged out. I've cosplayed Ryuji, but in his Phantom thief gear. I'm planning a Jin cosplay. I'd like to do Chiaki someday. I've cosplayed Yang on several occasions. Let's see who else I did. I've cosplayed a clown before, so Joey counts because she's a clown. They're all the same. And
all clowns look the same to you? Jeez.
I'm a clownist, what can I say? They're beneath me. This is an International Clown Day. Also, I've done a lot of casual cosplay as Velma because I just happen to own a fluffy red turtleneck.
It's orange.
Fuck. Is it?
You're colorblind.
I am.
It's very orange.
Oh, I always thought it was like a.
It's like
weird shade of
Halloween
red.
orange.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like
It's like
how
the
come
color
nobody's
of the
told
mods.
me? How come nobody's fucking corrected me?
I didn't know you were wrong.
I've said it before. I've mentioned her story before, haven't I? No, maybe I don't know. I'm kind of. Is it really orange?
Yes. Also, my phone is at. Oh,
real talk.
Toast?
Real talk. We're coming up on another 3-hour podcast. Yet we had half as many questions as last time because we kept fucking derailing it.
Yeah, welcome to me.
I blame Zuja entirely.
Hey, this is my podcast.
Oh, it's absolutely Zuja's fault. I don't think anyone would debate that.
All the longest episodes have had me on them, haven't they?
The banter, but that puts work in it for me because I actually do have to edit this.
Yeah, well, then stop inviting me to the podcast, but also don't stop inviting me or I'll kill you. Yep, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Can we get on with the question, please?
Are we not done?
No,
right.
You're the only one who answered.
I'm the only one who needs to answer.
Alright, Yuri, if you could cosplay anybody, who would it be?
I've got quite a few. I'm just going to work through the roster for ones that I could physically and would.
You've shown me a few. You've shown me Kamada at least, but he's not
in
the game.
Kamada was like old in hell. And
you did
yeah.
Casual Yuri too, didn't you?
Yeah,
I'm also not in the game. I wonder why.
I'm getting to that. Okay, Revi I could not do, but I am actually working on Sawyer. At some point from Black Lagoon.
A cosplay?
Yeah.
You have to. I demand to see.
Yeah, I've done Yuri from Doki Doki, the only Doki who's not there. I've wanted to do Zontan because I have good shoulders and collarbones.
Oh, look at you being all.
That's the only good thing about me.
I was about to. I'm spacing out. What?
Who else would and could I manage from this lineup?
I think you could. I think you could do on. Personally, on Takamaki.
Maybe Beatrix from Battleborn, but I don't know anything about Battleborn, and I'm not going to spend ludicrous amounts of money on that.
Gearbox. There's still pizza waiting up for me upstairs. It's probably cold now. The things I sacrificed for you.
And I, when I was younger, did do a design for a Mina cosplay.
Who cosplay?
Evil Pinky, the murder one.
Oh my god, I would absolutely love to see that.
See, I think her and Zontan are the only ones on the roster that I could do, and Beatrix, I guess, but I don't know.
Who would you cosplay?
Feasibly do.
I think you could do Mr. Clean because you're both bald. Once he's on the roster.
What's happening? I wasn't listening.
Cosplay. Who would you cosplay from the game?
Saitama.
He's not in the game.
Yet. I have a model.
How about Mr. Clean? Would you cosplay Mr. Clean?
I guess. I don't have white eyebrows, though.
Bleach is your friend.
Are you saying I should drink some?
No! I'm saying you should bleach your eyebrows. Permanently. Or shave them off. That's a good look.
No, it's not.
It's really not. It's the ugly. It's why Super Saiyan 3 is the worst Super Saiyan.
Oh, wait. Does he just not have eyebrows in it?
He has a caveman brow ridge.
Oh, fun. Johan,
Super Saiyan 3 is the worst because it was just literally like everything in Boo is just like Toriyama was like, what can I get away with?
Toriyama wanted to try and get Dragon Ball cancelled, so he did all that, and it didn't work, so he's like, fuck.
He wasn't trying to get it canceled, he just didn't care anymore. He'd been doing it for like 10 years.
Johan, who do you cosplay from SPNati?
I've actually cosplayed 2 characters from SPNati. I've cosplayed Futaba Sakura, and I've cosplayed Kamina.
You've cosplayed Futaba?
Oh, wait. I want to see this.
Yeah, same. You cosplayed Futaba?
Yeah.
Do you have pictures?
No. I still own the shirt, and I don't know if I.
But the rest of that, I actually still wear my Ryuji shirt too, because I have a Zao My God shirt as well.
I don't know if
I got my Ryuji cosplay from reworking a Negan cosplay I did for Halloween. I was like, fuck it, this can work for Ryuji because it's basically the same outfit.
I'm not sure if I still. I think all I know is that I still have the shirt. And I've cosplayed Kamina as well.
Of course. I do.
Characters I'd like to cosplay.
Sandy Cheeks.
Not in the game yet. Probably Chiaki or Chihiro.
Yes.
Pit.
You could definitely do Pit. You're enough of a twink. Also, I bet you can't read, loser.
He's texting. He just has to shoot the books and the words go into his brain. He absorbs their power.
Besides that, I don't know. I like Jin's glasses. He looks kind of cool, and I like his hair.
I already said you could probably voice act Jin better than the actual English voice actor.
Oh, I forgot the testing tables. I could also do. I could also do Hanako.
Oh yeah, cosplay anybody. If
I also forgot about the testing table. Let me look at the testing tables and see who else is there. I could cosplay. I don't have big enough tits for Penny. Although I sure wish I did.
All right.
Oh, I would definitely Francesca Von Karma for sure. Mavis for sure. I could probably do Ryuko, but although I prefer to cosplay Mako. But again, none of titty. Hanako would be fun too, but I'd rather play. If I had to cosplay someone, I'd probably
anyone can cosplay Hanako. You just have to sleep on the stove.
I'd probably cosplay Misha if I had to do a character from Kato Shoujo.
I like my burn prosthetics and my manglage.
Anyway, it's time for your question. If you could take a vacation with any SPNati character, who would it be and why?
Can I answer this question too?
Yeah, everyone can answer it.
Yuri asked it.
Did I?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Can I okay, so
I didn't, but I have an answer.
Okay. So I'd probably go on vacation.
submitted this question twice, so I thought it was you because
I'd probably go on a vacation with Chiaki, Mahiru, and the other Danganronpa girls when they come out, and we go to a nice tropical island.
Okay.
That's it?
No response? No, nothing?
You go to a construction site with Chiaki.
No! Okay, no, but real talk, I'd probably go on vacation with Jin and just both of us compete to see who can get get the most girls.
Hey, would you take Mahiru out clubbing?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna fucking kill you now.
Hey, Yuri, so you said you had a response for this one specifically that you didn't want us to interrupt you for. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, guys, I'm gonna have a conversation with you now.
That's so rude.
I'm joking. I'll shut up.
I would go with Revi to Cambodia. Not for any humanitarian purpose or anything like that, but because, and I'd like to thank my predecessor at my new job for letting me know about this. There is a military firing range in Cambodia where you can pay $200 to fire a rocket launcher at a cow. And I think that would be pretty interesting to fire a rocket launcher at a cow. So I would go there just for the fun that would be. You guys are entirely silent, and that's making me awkward. Like you're allowed to. You're allowed to weigh in.
You said.
You know what I mean.
7 p.m. or 7:15 p.m.
The point is,
let me deliver an uninterrupted monologue about cows for the vacation question.
Just because.
Just clarify. With Revi, you'd go on a holiday to Cambodia.
To fire a rocket launcher at a cow, yeah. For the power that entails. I mean, it's a bit of a scam because it's like $100 for the cow and then $100 per shot of the rocket launcher, and they make the assumption that you will have not fired a rocket launcher before now, so you probably won't hit the cow on your first try.
Oh, well, what if you do? What if do I get a fucking
if you do?
Do I get stuff dinner?
If you do, then fine. Yeah, I mean, it's just raining down blood and milk. How do you get your beef? The supermarket, you chump. I go hunting for it the way my ancestors did.
With an RPG. So wait, you can actually deadass go to Cambodia, fire a rocket launcher at a cat.
Yeah.
What if you accidentally commit terrorism though?
Well, I mean, they give you like a line that you have to stand behind to like fire from that distance, so you don't cheat.
Yeah, but who's gonna stop you?
Yeah,
if
but
you have
like,
a rocket launcher.
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not standing behind that line. You've just given me a rocket launcher. Like at that point, you're gonna have to send a tank after me, and I've still got a fighting chance.
I'm in charge now. I have the rocket launcher.
So,
but the problem is, how do you go back? Like the Monday after, where you're back at your office job, and someone's like, "Hey, can you file these reports for me by the end of Tuesday?" And you're like,
That's why you steal a rocket launcher.
You are beneath me, you peasant. I have exploded a cow and showered in the rain of blood and milk. You are below me.
And then imagine the fun and joy of having to explain that to HR later.
Johan.
Yeah?
Can we agree to never let Yuri on the podcast again?
Why?
Because we've officially been gone over 3 hours.
You're just mad because you've never exploded a cow in Cambodia, aren't you?
So, SPNati, where would you take Maya?
To Pound Town. And on that note, it's time to end.
Wait, I didn't get an answer!
Hey, Johan, where would you take Chiaki? Or Rinka?
Actually, my answer was
would you take Rinka to the beach?
You would take him to the beach.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Johan, what's your answer?
I was gonna say I'd want to play games with Futaba or go on a vacation with Mahir because they both seem fun.
Really? I'm surprised it wasn't a nice beach date with Rinka.
You already made
Might
that
be best
joke.
girl,
It's
but
worn
we are
out.
not.
I know. It has.
We are
what
not
do you think
good,
I am? Not a fucking terrible comedian?
We would
Don't
not
worry, I'm a terrible comedian too.
What, you think I'm better than
make a good
fucking... Okay, anyway. Yeah, yes, Johan?
Johan? Did he die?
Oh god, he's dead. It's time to end.
We killed him.
Oh god, did his phone die?
I'm the surrogate host now.
I'm the host. Fuck off, Span.
I was the host when Johan died last time.
Yeah,
if his phone died, does that mean that we've lost the entire recording?
No, because it's recording on his computer.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, fucking wouldn't that be fantastic if we just lost this entire thing? We have to record it again.
Oh boy, all 3 hours of it.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe Napsu will get to be on.
Hey guys, thanks for coming. I'm your host, Suja. Here's my co-host, SPNati, and our Scottish friend, Yuri.
Hey.
Special shout out to Craig for having a surprisingly sexy voice.
My Wi-Fi fucking died.
Okay. Wait.
Did you lose the recording?
The recording, right?
I need somebody to end it because my phone's about to die too. But
how do I end the recording?
Use the command. I can't see shit.
What
my
command
Wi-Fi's
is
down.
it? What's the command?
My phone is at 1%. SPNati, you know what to do.
What's the command?
It's like Craig semicolon
leave.
It's in the
Leave.
Tails Gets Troll channel. Just paste it. Somebody, please. My phone's about to die.
No, there needs a space after the semicolon. No, leave. It's leave.
Oh, you want me to leave? Okay. I really hope that didn't work.
Didn't work. Does it need to be Johan who does it?
SPNati, you do. You have an admin.
Oh, that's true. I do.
Motherfucker. Is this all staying? I hope this stays in the. Anyway.
Anyway, it's been a fun episode, you guys.
We can't figure out what to do.
We've had fun.
Wait, I got it.
All right, thanks.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the inventory. I'm your host, Detective Johan, and with me today, I have my usual co-host, SPNati. Why don't you say hi?
What's up?
And
Yeah, I said
it. I've got 3 guests with me today. Why don't you guys introduce yourself in whatever order you want?
I feel like Zuja spoke over the intro. I feel like we should probably start again.
No, fuck it. Let's go. I'm the real host. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
It's fine.
This is my podcast.
You know, Johan's done
No
like far
refunds.
more episodes than you have, right, Zuja?
Shut up. Shut up. I started this. I put money.
And
And
you're
I
gonna be the
have
one to
perfect
finish it.
attendance.
Shut up. You don't have to. Okay, you don't have to rub salt in the wound. All right, Spad.
And
Sorry,
Isn't the wound healed by now?
getting the recording to actually work has been a fucking roller coaster.
I love roller coasters, but I also hate them because I have acrophobia.
I think we've gotten very sidetracked from introducing ourselves.
Could we? Do you want to start over? Can we start over?
No, I like
let's
this. Let's
just
start
go
like
through
this. Let's just give him a taste of what it's like behind the scenes.
You
All
thought
right.
it was going to be Napsu, but it was me, the mask, the whole time. So-
No, this is
Not the whole
Nancy. You don't
time, or like
understand.
20 minutes ago.
I
On
read that Nancy
International
had a
Women's Day,
wife.
no less.
So Napsu is doing International Women Proud by sneaking it in, taking care of some last minute job stuff that came up. So I will be delivering her various Calvinian theses because she also Navas posts, and that, as we all know, that's the ideal way of communicating.
Just
In long
think,
form.
200 years ago, she wouldn't even be able to have a job. So
Anyway, so it
think
looks
of the
like
strides women have made.
also being exploited by corporate.
Oh God!
Like the rest of
victory.
us.
Hooray.
God, at work, yay!
It's equality.
Welcome to the politics podcast.
She's part of society now.
Anyway,
Okay, so
introductions.
Jeff Bezos should be hunted for sport. That's our first
God
thought.
damn it, Yuri.
Excuse me, as a
Okay,
fellow
can
member
we-
of the bald community, we should
Okay.
look up to Jeff Bezos.
He doesn't care about you.
I don't know who that is.
What
We-
the-
The richest man in the world, Johan.
Nope.
You don't
I
know
don't-
Jeff Bezos?
I do not follow celebrity trivia, but
He's the guy
Yeah,
who owns
so-
Amazon.
Just in case
We were
you're
talking
wondering,
about
Sorry,
this
billionaires
as
are celebrities now. Like they're just famous for being rich. That's
in case you're wondering, so now the world's richest man is bald, the world's strongest man is bald, Saitama, and
World's
the
sexiest
man with the
I-
most Spinati lines is also bald.
I don't think
World's
that
sexiest
Saitama
man.
is a real person.
So that's 3
Okay,
for
no,
3
no, but
on bald. Bald
Also,
is
the
beautiful.
world's sexiest man is bald. Mr. Clean.
One Punch Man is not a real person, and I don't.
How do you know?
Mr. Clean is the sexiest man alive.
Yeah, I'm terrified to
He's
say
bald,
Mr.
too.
Clean isn't a real person because I'll turn to my right and he'll be staring at me.
well, that is who.
I can no deny to
That it.
so-
He is coming to Spinati eventually.
He is. April Fool's Day.
Speaking of people coming to Spinati, how about you guys start off this podcast that is about Spinati by starting talking
Oh yeah,
about
we're
your
doing a podcast.
yeah about your upcoming projects.
let's- Well, they didn't even introduce themselves yet.
They
I'm
know
sure
who we are. We're
Hi, I'm
regulars.
Lisa.
What if this is the first episode they've seen?
Well, then they should
Then
watch
I-
the earlier. Actually, they should watch the earlier ones.
How many fucking hours of podcast do we have now?
Too
Many.
Probably about 24-ish.
Like
More
more
than
than a
that,
day, definitely.
sure.
Oh yeah,
Way more. Than
I think we're about on episode 23. This is, and
This
they
movie
average
podcast,
about
most of them
2.5
average
hours
on-
each.
yeah, that's
You
a-
spend
we
more than
only
a
have
day of your life doing this.
2 days, more than 2 days, I'd say. I think we definitely have 48 hours.
Yeah, I just had to be here for the recording. Johan's had to waste hours of his life editing the podcast.
Did you know
think
that
he
if
edits
if you
I use
I
that term
do!
loosely, but he does export them. That takes time.
all right, but did you know that fun fact in America, if you disappeared and didn't just watch all the Spinati podcasts, you could be pronounced dead and they'd stop looking for you.
I'll be looking for the body, but
Oh yeah, but
Anyway.
they wouldn't care that much because you're not a person anymore. You're a corpse, supposedly.
that's some wonderful insight. Zuja, the person who wrote for Kira and Jin.
Oh,
You're not
yeah,
going to
I'm a
introduce
per-
yourself. I'll introduce you.
Well,
I
the
already
writer for
said
Kira
hi,
needs to know a lot
Zuja.
about corpses, so.
Hi, I'm Zuja. So I mean, okay. I already
Okay.
introduced myself.
The writer for
Sure.
Kira, everybody, let's give her a hand.
Fuck off.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Are we talking about upcoming projects now? Is that the thing we're doing early?
Well, if you guys want to introduce yourselves, go right ahead.
Hi, I'm Zuja. This is Yuri and NMASP.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be back on the podcast. I'm sorry Napsu couldn't make it again. I feel very excited that I was allowed to come on at the last minute to do her
We all know.
Yeah.
We all know that that Napsu's just... Oh, sorry. We all know Napsu's just NMASP.
Oh, shit, yeah. So Napsu is my partner. She has done Kazuna I and the streaming chat update. Yeah, you know, she launders the money. So, you know,
they're like Bonnie and Clyde.
As women should. She does the laundry of International Women's Day.
No!
Oh, damn it.
No! This is what happens.
He said that she's like doing some job stuff. Really, he just sent her to the kitchen.
No!
On International Women's Day.
It's a joke. You're a comedian. You should know all about them.
Hey, for you, Yuri, it's no longer International Women's Day in your time zone.
Speaking of women in male-dominated fields, comedians.
I was going to say, it's always Yuri. International Respect Women's Day when I'm around.
Yeah.
Yuri, do you want to do an introduction?
Okay.
No.
This is the most off-track episode yet.
I kind of think we should... I kind of think we need to, like, go back and just, like, can we just, like, is this really...
No. This is gold.
Do you want to restart it?
Yes, let's restart it, and we'll just put this as an outtake at the end.
No, this is fucking episode 23. We need to mix up the format a little.
Put this as this is the gag reel. Put this at the end to be like
this is good shit.
Yeah, no, we'll do this as a bonus little
it's
thing.
It's good enough to include, but we put it
time here. We've only got half as many questions as usual.
It's like, guys, like, while we're talking about civil rights, this is the best part, so it should go in the back of the
podcast. No, this is good.
Stop!
Do not stop.